I did not.
I did not.
Oh, hi, Mark.
Oh, hi, Mark.
Or we could just reenact it on
Sure, honestly.
Honestly,
Just to reenact all the memes.
honestly,
Mark the
I've seen that movie
memes.
so many times. I probably could.
Give me
I've
the
never
memes.
seen it. I've only seen the memes.
Oh man,
You're not
just
missing
in
out on
the
much,
roll
honestly.
20. Just in the roll 20, we don't have Kelson or Marith yet.
Rip.
Excuse
Can't
me.
believe they're
Let me-
all dead.
Let me do my thing.
I can't
What?
believe they have.
I am
can't
Bird
believe-
instead.
I
I
can't
am
believe
Bird.
they have all died.
I can't believe Torin died. An unjust death.
No, we already have a bird. Torrent's
I am now Bird.
excommunicated.
Wait, no, can we all be Bird? Bird.
Can't all be Bird.
Right.
Je suis Torin.
Haha, I am bird.
Sweet Toad.
Dang it.
Je
Mirith,
suis Torin.
Mirith is dead. I am now playing Bird.
Okay.
Bird.
That's the bird's name, Bird.
All right, switching back to God.
You mean God's not a bird? What?
Nani.
You don't know.
Nani the fuck?
You don't
It's one
know.
of my favorite
You
things
don't
to say.
It is a
Just
great
heard
Nani
about
the fuck?
racism. Damn, that shit sucks. Have you seen those pictures? They're
Yeah.
so
It's
good.
amazing. It was Stop Sexism is another one.
My favorite is it shows Kakyoin. Just heard about Dio's standability. Damn, that shit sucks.
all right.
Yes, sit down.
So,
Following the itinerary.
without
Shit talk for 12 minutes.
this is true. Okay.
Apparently, it
you
started
said
when I
this
got here.
did.
It wasn't going on for like the 20 minutes before I joined call.
No, not at all.
I went and made myself some coffee. I don't know what you're.
So, when we last left off, you all went into the forests in search of a manticore. While searching tirelessly for hours, searching for it, came up blank, with no real signs of the manticore. However, you found many gnolls. Some of those gnolls snuck up on you and kicked your ass.
Yeah.
Indeed, they did.
To which you then chose, smartly, to take a long rest. But in doing that, you lost your quarry to a party of goblin adventurers that had been listening in on your conversation.
More importantly, we got hyenas.
Yes,
We're getting there.
you
Really not.
arrived at. You followed the tracks of the goblins, who apparently had found the cave that this manticore was residing in as their lair. Went through the seeming carnage of the scene, but found something they had not: a secret room that contained a lab of sorts that had this purple liquid. Oh, I forgot Maddie's at work, so there's no one to tweet out that we were playing today. Shit.
Tweet up.
Tweet time. We live.
Yup. Because I just realized, and I was looking in there, and I'm like, fuck, I didn't actually.
We live host.
I'm just gonna. I can't do all the hashtags and such because I got a dungeon master. You found the slab that had these like purplish liquid in it, in these tubes that were connected to these hyenas, and through Athrane's new nature, the hyenas were extremely calmed by her presence, even with the painful extraction of the tubes from their various veins, their bodies contorting and such. And at the end of the session, we had a hyena look out into the main room and sort of like retract in fear. That is where we pick up.
The Manticore's mom comes.
Fuck.
That was the
Manticore
baby.
Oh no.
Manticore
No.
2 Electric Boogaloo.
Got him. You joke.
You just. Where the fuck? Oh, there it is. Okay, I had to get out my pencil for the note.
But
Let's
yes,
see.
Must be telling this boy.
the hyena looks very scared.
Okay. I don't know, is anyone that direction or?
You can easily glance in that direction, and it sees the back end of the dead manticore.
I'll go investigate.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Hello?
What?
Hello?
Hello.
Everything
just
like
robot.
Everything
Snap.
robot, and
Yeah.
it's really bad. Wow. Does someone else?
Whoa,
notice the
Discord
call?
is not happy right now.
Yeah,
Oh,
I know,
something-
right?
Okay, cool. That is just Discord. I thought it was me, and I was like gonna freak out.
No, everyone like
Apparently, it's happening to everyone. Okay, cool.
Big
Well,
sad.
I'm at green voice connected.
Same.
So-
Sam.
Same. Time to
Neither
dust
you.
off the old Skype, boys.
Oh god, no. Okay, anyway, so y'all were investigating? Fuck!
This ain't Daft Punk.
I hate this. I
God,
hate this
okay.
so much. What is the issue?
It's just Discord.
Okay,
I think it's just Discord.
so you guys are investigating?
I'm going
I
now.
know
I'm
me
over
and
there.
Torin were.
Okay, well,
We like heard
cautiously.
a sound or something.
the hyena made like a whimper noise and looked very scared.
Okay.
As they're going to investigate, I would like to look to the hyena that whimpered and go, "What is wrong, my friend?"
And it doesn't say anything, but because you see, it sees the back end of the manticore. And it is not smart enough to realize
It is
that
it.
it's
that,
dead.
that there's no
Okay.
head on the front,
Yeah.
because it's just
Okay.
sticking out of a hole.
I see.
I'm gonna walk over and comfort the little.
Okay. It seems to calm down significantly with your
So there's
touch.
nothing in the main room then?
No, it just saw the body of the manticore and started freaking out because you thought its tyrant was still alive.
It's
Gotcha.
not a young one. The tyrant has been quelled.
It looks at you in disbelief.
I kick it in the ass just to show him.
It gets up, blood dripping from its stomach. Oh wait!
Manticore!
Undead manticore.
You
Um,
fucker.
I just power fist it right in the ass.
Oh,
Don't say that, John.
don't try this at home, kids.
Please do not.
I'll fucking cut you.
Uh,
gets out
This
with an
fucking
accent.
yeah, the hyena. The hyena does seem to calm down at that, but it looks very tired.
I'll actually check the corpse of the manticore.
How many hyenas do we have? 3?
4.
Four?
4.
4. Okay. I look to Calson, Nix, Torin, and pick up one of the hyenas, cradle style, and look to them, waiting for them to do it as well.
That's gonna be hilarious with Nick.
Torin,
I will roll
Make an
animal
investigation
handling
check.
to do it even better.
go ahead.
Animal handling.
about our-
Make your.
Investigation.
Oh
Damn.
shit!
Ooh, shit.
Good boy.
We need a 1d9, don't we?
1d8.
1d8, you right.
Oh yes.
I rolled
yes.
it last time.
Nat 1.
I can roll it.
Nat 1.
Go ahead.
I rolled it.
Damn it!
6.
We are safe again this day.
We're gonna use the pretty dice tonight.
I haven't seen the edgy dice in like a year.
It's
That's
been a
because they
minute.
literally kill at least one person every time they come out.
I just can't believe like it's not gotten a 1 in so long.
You
We
jinx
will
it.
see how long your luck lasts.
Yeah, because I think the last time the Edgy Dice came out, it was a TK.
Yeah.
But anyway,
The last time it came out, Shadowfell.
It's not.
so, Torin, on the manticore, you find nothing really substantial, but its tail does have like little spine protrusions sticking out of it. That you assume
It's actually
are-
a were manticore, so when you touch it, it pricks your hand and you turn into a were bird manticore.
Bird
Rip.
Manticore.
I'm gonna need your character sheet, Torin.
Oh, where manticore.
Uh-oh. No. No!
A where manticore.
But you see this and kind of just kind of like scoff and walk back inside the room, and you go to pick up the hyena. Roll an animal handling check.
Wouldn't a were manticore
goddamn.
bird just be treacle?
It is very calm. It does not snap at you or anything. It doesn't have the strength, but it's like you're like the kid who tries to pick up a dog for the first time, and the dog's like you pick it up by like underneath its arms, and it's like arms are like up in the air, and it's just like.
It's
don't know about this
uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I looked at him with dog and like, would you call it like a princess cradle?
Yeah.
And I kind of like,
Style.
yeah.
I just sort of.
And
I
then
just sort of
Torin
walk up-
can adjust himself accordingly.
I shall.
I'll just walk up to one of the hyenas, with like my hands like in the cradle position, and just say to it, whether this is translated or not, it doesn't really matter. He's going to say, "If you snap at me, I'm knocking you out."
Yeah, that'll work.
It does not seem to understand, but you may make your animal handling check.
It bites the jugular. He's dead.
Kelson died.
Kelson
Once
dies.
again, they've been
Here's
calmed.
die tonight.
Here's
They've
the
been
sauce.
calmed significantly by the dryad, so there is
Yeah.
no hostile. It's if you nat one.
Yeah, it's not
Yeah.
one, and then
Yeah,
something bad happens.
I got pretty close to a nat 19.
Yeah,
It
pretty
was
close.
right there, right there. Look, you can see
Go
it.
ahead, Nix.
Okay, I'm not gonna pick up the dog. I am just gonna whistle and beckon it to come to my side.
That's okay. Yeah, go ahead, roll.
You
I want to see if this is gonna work. Probably not.
trigger it and every dog attacks you. 20!
Wow!
Okay,
That's funny, baby.
so
Holy shit!
So you do that, and you make this hyena walk, and it is the saddest scene, for its paws snap and break as it's walking.
Fuck me! Why am I dumb? I
And
go
as some blood starts to spurt out of the wound you had closed previously,
I
because
go
of
and I
the
help them.
pressure
Completely.
reapplied to it.
God damn it! Fuck me! Fuck! Why do you make me do these things?
You told me what you were doing.
We don't
God
make you,
damn
we let
it.
you.
Why?
This is
Yeah. Why do you
obviously
let
still a
me? Why do you
problem.
let me do anything?
Because you
It's
have
a
free
game.
will. You have free will,
Yeah.
man.
Yes, I know, but I'm dumb.
I didn't think of it either.
That's why I picked them up.
I didn't think of that.
You quickly realize what you've done is horribly incorrect, and then you run over and grab it real quick, and it seems to be
crime against
very,
nature,
very,
perhaps.
very painful. It seemed to have been a very painful experience for the poor thing.
I didn't fucking. God damn it! You made me hurt a dog. You asshole.
It's
Do I have
not
any-
really a dog, but
Did it?
Status nat 20.
Again,
It's just.
we aren't making you do shit.
You're letting me do stupid things.
I'm gonna
You're
cast
getting us
healing
all
word.
fucking killed.
Healing word to heal the dog.
okay, you do,
It's just like that.
and
that
it
post where
seems
it's like,
very happy.
Can I roll to pet the dog? Sure, not one. You slap the dog.
How did that happen?
The saddest nat one in history,
I rolled to pet the dog.
With a nat 20.
and this is the saddest nat 20 in D&D
God,
history.
Yeah.
Fuck
No,
everything.
It's basically I rolled to pet the dog. Nat 20 strength check.
That was what happened, man.
Okay.
I pet his fur.
It seems to like recoil a little bit. Because its entire body is racked in pain.
Are we quite
But you
ready
have
to-
all
Why
of
the fuck
them.
am I here tonight?
Are we quite ready to move along?
Mhm.
Is there anything else we need to check?
I love the little frowny face you made.
Sad boys.
The frowny face was such a good touch. I appreciate the effort you put in.
Thank you.
I begin walking out,
Oh.
giving the manticore body a wide berth in order to keep the hyenas. I'm holding.
They seem to comprehend a little bit that the Manticore is not a.
Howdy.
Whoa.
I as well.
Hello?
Hello.
We're all
Hello.
back? Okay, great.
Everything roboted.
Who has left the
Yes.
room carrying a dog. giving Manticore wide berth.
Yes, I heard that. And they do seem to comprehend that it is dead now for it being explained in such a way.
What, the kick? Or the punch, excuse me. You punched-
Yeah, that
No,
definitely
no,
helped.
I just kicked it.
That definitely helped, actually.
Mm.
Because they were like, oh, wow, it didn't fight back. It must be dead. Huh.
Partly cathartic.
Oddly, yeah. Not super oddly, actually. It's just cathartic.
Mhm.
But yes, so ooh, you guys are making your way out of the cave?
Hyena.
Oh my god.
Like.
What?
Let's have someone else host the call.
Okay,
Let's
I'll
have
host it.
Crow host the call. Yeah. 1 second, guys. Just some technical difficulties.
That was quick.
Hello.
Hello?
Hello. Hello.
I guess we could
Hello?
do that too. Hello.
That's an idea. Yeah. Oh well.
Because usually
Let's see if this works.
Yeah, let's see if this works first.
Hello.
Hi.
Wow.
All right.
Yeah,
So-
one suggestion I was gonna have is what Justin said is make a server because sometimes
Sometimes
servers
calls
are
don't work.
laggy, sometimes calls are laggy, but sometimes like the other one isn't. It's weird.
Yeah, because they have different like servers for that shit. They have different
Yeah.
like allocation of stuff. So what's
Hello.
poppin', boys?
What's up?
What's up?
We
Your
got
favorite
some
vlogger, Torin.
We got some extreme technical difficulties. Hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
Everything better?
This
So far.
seems better.
So
It's
far,
Rose, praise the sun.
praise the
Me?
sun indeed.
What was
That's,
mine?
that's what your thing said.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
Challenge
so
your approach.
fitting though.
It's Rose, praise the sun.
It's so fitting.
Okay.
You're
I
approaching
love.
knockoff Justin. Yes.
so,
Fight
Pig
me.
anomaly showed up.
you guys are leaving?
So we walked out of the cave.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Doggy.
you walk out of the cave.
Now we all
You do walk out of the cave. And you successfully make it out
I have
of
my
the cave.
bird
have a,
fly.
you have a familiar, alright?
Yeah. It's great familiar.
It's a good
But
familiar.
it's not a dog.
It is not a dog, though.
That's the scout. I'm sorry I don't have a flying dog. I'll work on that.
I mean, you could.
You could.
You could.
Why?
I will make the flying dog spell. one day.
No, it would just be like a chihuahua with wings.
I love that.
That'd be hilarious.
Isn't that the
It's
thing in
figure out.
Coco? Like the Tepes Squinkle
No idea.
from Coco? The
think
dog?
everything.
Oh,
that-
kind of, yeah.
Think everything that
Sorry,
we
it's
fight.
just the word is Tepes Squinkle.
Everything that we
Yeah.
fight that sees that would just be like, what the fuck? Just be like baffled.
My spirit animal is that Chihuahua from the Vine where they throw a bunch of chips on him. What the fuck?
All right.
Okay.
So you exit
Walking back
the
to town.
cave, and you're walking back to town. All right.
Yes.
It is. So it was evening. You bedded down, took a long rest. It's about 10 a.m. at the moment, and it will be
We get spell
around.
back.
Oh yeah, you guys
We
got a
took,
long rest.
We took evidence from the cave, right?
Yep. Yep. We took a vial.
And the note.
And the note,
Yes.
and the dogs,
Yep.
and the hyenas.
And we have several null ears in our possessions.
This is true.
That's true.
That Torin has happily ripped off.
Yes, ripped off.
So it's around 10 in the morning,
Okay.
and that is prime random encounter time.
Oh fuck.
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
Yay! Yeah.
And you guys, without any confrontation, make it back to the gates of Malakari.
We're stopped. Why do you have hyenas? Why not?
Yes, good observation, Crow. Because as you arrive, the guards do not stop you per se, but they give you a very quizzical look as you're carrying these very injured hyenas. Just kind of like the slight eyebrow raise, like
Like,
Just don't.
intensifies.
you say just don't ask and they nod. adventurer shit.
It's nothing illegal. It's weird. Just
Don't
raw.
say that. They'll pat us down. That's like going.
That wasn't Calson saying that part.
That
Okay.
was John saying.
Wait, do we have anything illegal?
I don't
No.
know.
I don't
I
think
don't
we
think
do.
so,
I
but
don't think hyenas are illegal. It would
That's like
No.
pulling up to border control and going, "I have nothing illegal."
Yeah,
You
Animal
to keep the hyenas though, you would have to like register them as like
Animal companions?
domesticated pets. Yeah, animal companions basically. But
This is my
they're not
favorite.
they're not in charge of that, so they don't really care. They
I-
assume
no,
you're
we're
gonna
just gonna
do the
walk up to the
responsible
person in
shit.
charge of everything with these animals and
we
Uh,
heading straight to like the town hall.
Oh boy.
I
We
actually-
walk into the town hall, place down hyenas. The protesters scatter. We get money for that.
fucking damn it.
Easy.
I actually want to register the hyena.
We
I
actually.
kind of want to register the hyena.
I have a
wanna
name for.
raise a hyena.
I mean, we can
I have
bring
a
it
name
back
for
to
it.
our home.
Yes, I have a name for the hyena I'm carrying already. I've bonded with it.
Roll an animal handling.
During the trip, there has been bonding between Bird and
You have bonded with it significantly.
Yes.
Nice.
His name is Nyan.
Nyan.
Nice.
Yes.
Did this hyena bond with me whether I liked it or not?
I don't know. Roll an animal
Yeah,
handling.
you're
check.
Are we
its
all gonna have to
savior.
roll animal handling checks again? To see
Not
if we
me.
can
Nix,
turn
you
it?
fail.
Oh.
That's funny.
Wow! Holy
Oh,
shit!
shit.
Modified.
2 animal handling crits? What the fuck is happening?
We're
Don't make this one depressing.
We are not adventurers anymore. We are zookeepers.
Oh,
That is
hell
the-
yeah. Okay. I could get behind that. That could be dope.
It could be like a fucking
Wait,
caravan of
you
like
come,
people
You
who.
come to our house and it's just a zoo.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like that movie We Bought a Zoo, but instead
Yeah.
it's We Built a Zoo.
Yeah.
It's like Nick. Do you remember the caravan in like the past like
Mhm.
a campaign or two where like they have like the little animals and stuff?
Yeah. You guys
Yeah, I
could just
could-
make the caravan here.
We could just do that. Just have a little traveling zoo.
Calcin
that'd
is
be
just
dope.
like, I don't know why. It just won't go away.
Yeah, it seems very endeared to you, Kelson. Though, Nix, unfortunately, it associates you with the excruciating pain of walking.
Oh, it's fine. That's fine.
It might change later.
I've done good
once
things
it's
today,
healed.
of course.
It could change later. It's just, for now, it's, barely conscious.
Was also carrying it, but
Yeah.
You also did make it walk.
Yeah.
yeah. No, I'm aware. It's
So.
fine.
So, it's grateful, but also...
It's wary.
yeah,
Not
wary.
mad.
Wary.
Yeah. I wouldn't assume it's mad.
No, it's not bad at all.
It's just like why?
I am
Fine,
confused.
I'm just dumb.
I am
The
confusion.
funny thing is Nyx is supposed to be fucking.
And a
Every time I
Thrain
play a
is...
character with +1 intelligence, I can't. I'm just dumb as shit.
I mean, that's average intelligence. That's
It's
slightly
supposed
above
to be
average.
above average intelligence,
Slightly
but those
above
characters end up doing the stupidest fucking things.
Okay. So
Hey, you don't got a
Thrain-
lot of wisdom. A Thrain,
No,
and of
actually,
course
Nyx
your...
does.
Oh, okay. Well then, fuck, I guess. A Thrain, her hyena, absolutely adores her. They all
I
adore
heard
her,
you
actually.
say dies.
No.
I heard
God,
the
no.
D sound and it's like
You're like,
It's
uh-oh. So, you guys walk into the city, and the protest has gotten larger. You see many, tieflings, some from the Hellraisers,
Oh, the Hellraisers are raising hell. Who would have guessed?
have joined in, and you also see just it. You can't tell the race or anything, but you just see a cloaked figure, and they seem to be walking from guard to guard, whispering something in their ear, and then just
I cast detect magic.
okay. You're hundreds of feet away from this entity.
No, I'm joking.
And you cast magic within the city that it is currently illegal and
Yeah.
that is
Hey, it's natural magic.
It's
They
natural
can't stop
magic.
me.
I do not imagine that there's much of a signal to that happening either.
It's not like I wave my hand to go mumbo jumbo detecto mago.
No, that's how a wizard casts.
Noted.
That's how a sorcerer casts.
Yeah, that's a sorcerer. A wizard is more like open to.
Jumbo detect magic.
Just write down notes. This is the
Yeah,
incantation.
a wizard kind of just reads it badly, like when you grab something that's in a different language and try to read Mumble Jumbo,
Yeah, stuff like that.
and like looks up,
Pretty
then
much.
keeps reading.
But,
Arcane languages, man.
But yeah, you see this cloaked figure sort of just walking around, and once they hit about 5 guards, they leave. They just peel off into an alleyway. But yeah, that's what you see as you enter the city.
I'm so tempted
Arrested
to go
on
after
site
him,
for
but I
being
am
a dryad.
carrying a hyena.
I'm gonna register my hyena.
All right.
Wait, are we splitting up already? No, come on, we have to go talk to the fucking minister.
I think carrying hyenas without a permit takes precedent.
They're witnesses currently, then we can go register them.
What?
What?
Hyenas aren't witnesses. They're hyenas.
They're
They're
victims.
evidence then.
They are test subjects.
I'm gonna
Or-
look to the party.
Evidence works. Evidence works.
I'm gonna look to the party, look to Marith and the rest of the party, and go, those with the hyenas, if you're going to keep them, go register them and get them traded. I'm going to take mine with me and Marith, and we're gonna go visit the minister.
Yeah.
Actually, that's probably a good idea,
Big
considering we didn't go there before.
I just
Works
look
then.
down. I just look down to the hyena and just say, "What do you want? You want to go or stay?"
Can
It wags its butt.
It's
Nice.
but it doesn't even wag its tail.
It doesn't have a tail, really.
Oh yeah, I need
Butt
to
wag.
All right, fine.
I've been trying to say it, but other people have been talking. When the guy runs away, can I send my bird after him?
Yes, you do.
Okay, I'm just gonna have like the bird kind of try to trail him from above,
Okay.
and I'll like wait a little bit and like pop in to see what the bird sees, like every now and then to see if I can get like a decent look at what they look like.
Well, as you do spot the cloaked figure, and you watch as he like goes underneath an awning, and that's all you see of him.
Really?
Yeah.
What if I had the bird like go down and like see inside of the awning?
Nothing.
I will remember that awning.
The awning will remember that.
The awning is
It's,
very suspicious to me.
It's the awning, and the awning is attached to the house of the old woman you helped.
We helped an old woman?
Yeah, with cats.
Oh, the cat.
Oh, you weren't
thing is
here.
how we got to level 2.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Did that got us to level 2?
Yes.
That's hilarious.
'Cause we found
Wholesome.
an old lady's cat.
It was a wholesome
Hell
level
yeah.
up.
It was a wholesome level up.
Awesome.
Okay, so you
Okay.
guys, Thrain and Mirith are going to the ministers, and the rest of you are going to get your hyenas registered?
Yep.
Okay.
I'd like to get mine healed first, but yes, we can get them
Yeah.
registered.
Yeah. Heal, register, goodness.
They have had a short rest, so they are looking much better than they did before. But
Okay.
they still could use some work, but you don't assume it needs magical healing at this point.
Like bandages around the
Yeah, just some simple medical attention, which you guys could administer because someone here has, Thrain has proficiency in medicine. So,
As does Calcium.
as
Did
does
a
Kelson.
brain do that then?
I assume at this point you could have easily.
Valid.
I'll say that I traded them before we moved out, so I can take a 10 or a 20.
There you go. Sure. Haven't heard of that mechanic, but totally. I
It's
wasn't.
just-
Gonna,
If it's hard to do it, you can take.
I wasn't going to make you roll. Just so you
Okay.
know.
Pathfinder thing.
Yeah, it's a Pathfinder.
yeah.
thing.
Oh yeah. But anyways, so you guys know that the Wayward Hold is kind of like the hub for other guilds that aren't like officially represented here. The Order of Nature Guardians normally oversees the registering of animal companions, so you can assume that the Wayward Hold would have a druid or someone that's a representative from there that could handle that business. Or you
Get
could,
you a little badge for your highness. Says I am I am scared. Please don't touch me.
You can try to bother Bastion because you assume a gold member of the Order of Natural Guardians could easily carry out this favor.
I actually
But that's
would like
up to
do
you.
that.
Okay.
I actually would.
Well, I'm gonna follow Torin because I'm gonna assume he would. I don't know. I'm not assuming anything. Never mind. I'm just
the
not gonna split up.
the Companions of Mark's Claw Guild Hall is closed.
I walk in.
It's locked.
I knock on the door softly.
You do.
Knock the door.
Knock the
Knock
door
the
down.
door
softly.
Down.
Somebody.
There is no response from the knock.
Maybe he's not around.
I try calling for Bastion specifically.
Make a performance check.
Squawk.
Maybe.
Squawk. There
Ooh.
there
oh,
is
baby.
no response. Strong 6 though. Strong 6.
Oh baby, that's
Hell yes.
that's really indicative of how it's gonna go, isn't it?
Nah, we got this. Apparently, we crit anything to do with hyenas, so like.
This is true. So maybe next time you fight gnolls,
Maybe.
They'll be like,
because they're kind
"You
of
know you embraced
hyenas.
our brethren." Yeah, they're like, you have shown kindness to our brethren.
Oh
Shall
yeah.
we go friends?
Oh, that's just extra food for them.
Yeah.
Because gnolls are the worst. Anyways. So yeah, there seems to be no response from the companions of Mark's Claw. The companion of Mark's Claw.
Shut up.
Big sad.
Indeed.
Torin's gonna still wait there for a bit and
Okay.
try again later.
Okay, you stand there.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep trying. Torin has a plan.
Okay.
We've got brain blasts here.
You'll be there for a while. Athrain and Mirith. So
Yo.
you make your way to the back door, which no protester seems to have noticed yet. And you knock on the door or whatever. You walk in. It's not exactly a private building or anything like that. And you see a secretary. It is a small gnomish woman, familiar to you all. She was here last time. Did I say she was a gnome last time? I think I did. Well, regardless, it's the secretary, one of the ones that's on the payroll, and she says to you all, recognizing you instantly, because you're not exactly
Normal.
normal, especially you, Athrain. She says, the minister is currently conducting very important business, but he said to tell you that your quarry had been slain for you, and she puts bags on the table, and she says, this is your information fee that was paid by the goblin party. And
Oh.
she says, is there anything else?
We would like to leave a notice or note, however it may go, of some information that we found in our hunt.
You should report that to one of the guards, and they will take care of that for you.
All right. I say, still holding a hyena.
She
Yeah.
does not seem phased.
We found some concerning, ritualistic sort of thing done to these hyenas. Well, there's more than this one. Do you know where we would, who we would talk to about something like that?
You could either talk to a guard or to someone in the Wayward Hold. The druids rotate out there many times, but I believe a Maria is in.
All right. Thank you kindly.
Yes.
She nods.
Also, the goblins. That's from the goblins, pointing to the golds.
Yes, it is a 15 gold information fee for each of you.
For each of us. Thank you. I look to Mara, then sort of lean down to whisper in her ear. Would you be willing to? Would we be willing to forfeit our share to the dwarf in order not to cause conflict?
It's the dwarf. Oh, the dwarf. Yeah, he's the one who told us, right?
Mhm. I don't mind forfeiting mine, but I thought I would ask if you could as well. It would go over a little bit easier if we did not just come up with a very measly sum.
I'm sorry, but I need to pee really bad, so I'm gonna be.
Okay.
You're good.
Sorry.
Uh,
Well, we've been bamboozled. It was not Crow that needed the bio break.
Mirith kind of looks like in thought and slightly pained at the idea of
Giving up money?
losing- Yeah, the wizard life is hard. Okay.
Difficult. Okay.
I kind of need
I'm-
money for spells and
That's
things.
fair. That is fair. I just wanted to ask.
No, it's good. Sorry.
No, you're fine. I will forfeit my sum, and we will hope that the dwarf takes it to the chin.
I'm back, baby.
Welcome back. We have decided to. I'm going to forfeit my sum to the dwarf.
Okay. The information fee for the vague information the dwarf gave you would only be like a 5 gold fee.
Okay, so I'll forfeit 5 gold, and we'll do that in a bit.
Okay.
I'll give it to Nyx later, and she can go do the thing.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So,
Mirith will take the like gold to hand out to everyone else later, since the Thrain's hands are full.
I have many woofers on me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big woofer.
alright.
Doggo cat.
Yeah.
I suppose we say farewell and leave.
I bow to the woman. I bow to the secretary and walk out.
She nods.
So, Nick, real quick, where did she say to go?
To the Wayward Hold, the like Adventurers Guild. You guys had been saying it.
Okay.
She said a
Okay.
Maria druid is the one handling the representation of the Order of Natural Guardians.
Maria.
Maria.
Okay.
Last name Blossombell.
Oh, that's like her name, Maria?
Yeah.
Okay. I like that. Blossom Bell. That's so cute.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway.
Turns out she's just a really hank-ass dragonborn.
I'll be right back. I gotta.
Weirdly enough, you haven't seen many Dragonborn, if any.
So,
Interesting.
okay. I walk out, sort of go around the building so protesters don't see that we came out the back door.
Okay.
Yep.
Smart.
And
You see Torin standing in front of the door with Calcin and Nyx behind him, just kind of with curious glances.
I'm going to approach, hoping Mara follows.
I am right behind you. I walk up to everyone and say, apparently the goblins paid us for the information fee of
How generous were they?
15 gold each. So, it's something.
Next,
What?
I start handing out 15 gold to everyone.
can you discern your informant through the crowd?
Probably.
And I hand her 5 gold pieces. To help smooth over relations.
You hear
Probably shouldn't do this now.
you hear Galder over the crowd, just like, I fucking pigskins.
That man's
I'm
gonna
not-
piss me off. I probably shouldn't do it now.
I'm not saying now, just before we leave. I don't want us to per se grab information and fly.
No, that would be a terrible thing to do.
Fly, you fools.
But our next goal is to visit the Wayward Hole and see if we can't talk with Miss Blossom.
I'm back. Sorry.
I'm back.
The druid, the apparent druid currently in...
Which out of character is Mara Bell Blossom. Blossom
Yeah.
Bell, I'm sorry.
Maria.
Maria. Okay, I was right.
It's like Mario, but if it was a girl.
So Maria.
Yeah, but pronounced weird.
Mariah. That's actually
Carey. It's Mariah Carey.
Ooh.
Okay.
Mari,
Concert out of this. Maria.
Miss Maria. She will help us to. I believe she will help us to register the hyenas if we wish to keep them, and will also be the person we would like to speak with unless we would like to go to the gods, and which to per se get the information rolling on what we saw.
yeah, I think that's something that should be told to someone. It's not really my area of expertise, but it seems dangerous and strange. It being like abyssal in nature.
I go and look over at the Hellraisers. They might have something to do about the note in particular. However, talking to a druid about that concoction might not be the worst idea. Though we might need to find an alchemist for that.
Devils are different than demons. Just so you know.
Okay. I don't know why people. Again, this is like the fourth fucking time. Why do you let me speak? Why do I believe you?
Your ability specifically helps you discern the difference between fiends and shit. Being a blood hunter.
I know, Alex is an idiot. It's fine.
I would give head pats if I did not have whole cat doggo thing in my hand.
No, Nix wouldn't have fucking said that because Nix would have fucking known that. No, Alex is just a dumbass. It's fine.
Nevertheless,
But you may assume that
they may-
they would be against the demon because devils hate demons.
Right.
So if they have any connection to the actual hellscapes, then you might be able to pry some information out of them, see if they've had similar experiences.
Mm-hmm.
Stuff like
Not
that.
to mention they would have more experience in handling it.
nevertheless, shall we go, or Toran? Do you have an appointment?
The sign just says closed on it.
I think you might want to come back here another day.
Is Justin here?
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
here.
Oh, okay.
It's just Torrens waiting for Bastion.
Okay.
He's
Somebody
ready.
grab Toran, and let's see if we can't get to the wayward home. Toran, I promise we will return on a later date.
Torrens still out. While all this was happening, he probably called it out again.
Question.
Make another performance check.
He comes with a sleeping cap on. What?
What do you want? No, I'm kidding. No response.
I love it.
Maybe he's not here.
I didn't know you guys were like next to me. I thought you were like.
We
No,
all
I mean, I'm just
approached.
sitting there waiting with you.
Holding three hyenas just waiting
No,
there.
4.
4 hyenas.
Now 4, but it was 3 for a while. We were doing our business.
Yep.
Yeah, no, we were just sitting there.
Because I don't know
Wait
where the
with ya.
fuck to go to get this boyo registered.
Same, and I didn't want to split the party, so.
Who is Bastion? Is that someone else I missed, or is that something I'm forgetting?
You remember the one shot?
Rose was not here for the one shot.
Oh yeah.
Ah,
Mirith didn't go there, but yeah, he's the leader of the Companions of Mark's Claw.
Which
Oh,
would have
Guild.
explained.
Mark's Claw is like a hunter kind of place.
It's an adventurers guild.
Adventurers Guild. I'll write that down too. Trying to catch up on this.
Yeah. You missed a good.
That waggles fingers at Rose.
Good bit of lore.
Yeah.
So Toran.
Hmm?
We will come back on a later day when the guild is not closed. But for now, let us get our information rolling.
Okay.
Away we shall go.
Okay.
I take a single step forward and just bleh!
Oh no.
Rip.
Fucking rip. I cast Featherfall.
Got him.
I'm so tall, you have to cast Featherfall.
You like Shrimp just cast Featherfall. You just like slowly like fall
Dramatically
down.
fall.
Yeah.
Somebody screams timber in the distance.
Timber.
So are you going with them, Torn?
Sure.
Okay. You make your way back to the Wayward Hold to find it surprisingly empty.
Like empty, barren empty, or like empty as in few people?
Few people. Like there is normally like almost full to the brim amounts of people. The only people you see currently are the stranger with gray, the gray skinned stranger with the misty eyes, and they're still playing solitaire. And you see tending to them is a human waitress, and the barkeep is actually free as barkeeping today. The leader, the proprietor of the place. So there's that. And you do see a half elven girl, long brown hair with some flora and fauna mixed in to it.
Flora and fauna. She
Yeah.
has a squirrel in her hair.
Yes, she does have a squirrel that's kind of like running around her body, just kind of like using it as like a tree almost. Running around her. You assume this is the druid.
Really? I would have thought she was a warlock.
I know, right?
Fuck a
Weird.
warlock of nature.
They do have speak with animals as a cantrip.
Yeah. Hey, Fey Warlock.
Oh, true.
That's true.
But yeah, you see all that, and something you guys hadn't seen before that you're realizing now, there is a like staircase that goes down. That you hadn't noticed before because there were so many people.
There's a fight club down there. 100%.
Fuck yes.
There is a fighters guild.
First rule of Fight Club,
I'm
you
gonna
don't talk
go
about
head
Fight
over
Club.
to the,
Well, it's not
half-elven
Fight Club,
woman
nerd.
with the. By the way, I've been carrying my hyena. I've had like its front paws like over my shoulder, and I've been like having my hands around the butt of it, kind of like how you carry a. Yeah.
Oh,
and I've
Kelson.
been carrying it that way.
By the way, you now just realize, you had put your gold into your pouch. You know,
Mm-hmm.
you're missing 10 gold.
I just I Calcin for a moment just stops. A few moments pass. I feel like the hyena could walk now.
Yeah, it could walk.
I'm gonna leave this here. I've gotta go fist a man. What?
Yeah.
Oh no.
What?
Wait, what?
Oh my.
Please no.
Oh
I have sudden gay urges.
I'm just gonna set it down. Just like nice and gently. I'm just going to tell it, stay with her, and I just point to a thread.
It looks to Thrain, then looks back to you, then looks
Nods.
back to Thrain, looks back to you, then looks back to Thrain, then looks back to you, and then just like slowly jaunts over to Thrain.
Alright. And I just sort of look at everybody. I'm gonna go find and kill someone. And he just turns around and walks
Nick's
off.
already
I
over
hold
the
up a
half-elven
finger.
Woman didn't hear any of this.
I hold up a finger.
Hmm?
Use lighter terms.
Fine. I'm gonna go
Where-
beat someone.
Okay.
What happened? Where are you going?
I'm missing 10 fucking gold! And I
I
just
check
storm
my
out of
gold.
the building.
Am I missing any gold?
You are missing 5 gold pieces.
We've been robbed.
Huh.
We need to kill someone.
Jesus.
To kill someone. Artificer
You
and the
know, the
wizard were on
moment
the
when you
same.
say that, Aerith's heart
Well, everyone else checks.
Yes, someone took my fucking gold.
Yeah,
Not okay
that's
with that.
that's bad with a sorrel human especially.
Right.
Everyone
Ew.
else's coin purses are untouched.
What the fuck?
Sick. Sick.
The humans got robbed.
Mira follows Calcent.
We're gonna go for
Marith rolls up sleeve.
Yeah.
It's the 2-person beat squad.
I mean, all you need for a beat circle is one on each side.
Yeah, that's fair.
I got one spell slot, and
Murder
it's
sandwich.
It's the
It's-
chromatic orb, damn it.
yeah, it's got a target.
I've
Someone's
got a,
gonna fucking get hurt.
I've got a
Maybe.
power fist. I'm fucking ready for this.
Nevertheless, as they storm out, I'm just gonna shrug, look to whoever remains, and go, "Shall we go to the druid?"
Nyx is already over there talking to her.
Okay, I walk over there.
Torrens walking over there.
Yeah. So Nix, as this was all happening, the bright blue eye freckles on her face, very petite, young half elf girl sits there, kind of just like humming a tune. And you approach, and you remember you're short, and you stand on your tippy toes a little bit, and she goes, "Oh, hello."
It's a lovely
Hello.
tune you're carrying. Do you know the name of it?
Hmm?
What you were humming.
Oh no, I just sometimes I just hum things. No real
It's very
particular
lovely.
tune. Thank you, I appreciate it. Is there anything
Next
I can do
cast in
for
the
you?
car.
Well, and I kind of look to the hyena I'm carrying.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
He's
I've
very
been
he's
told
very
you-
cute.
Yeah, I've been told you can help me figure out about registering him as an animal companion.
Oh, yes, of course. And she reaches into a desk and she pulls out a very thick packet.
Oh, okay.
And she goes, I assume you already know the rules about animal companions.
Why don't you enlighten me?
Okay, great. And she puts the packet in front of you that says animal companions in society.
I kind of nod. Why don't you have explain this to me? I mean, your voice is so lovely to begin with. I couldn't hear more of it.
Roll a persuasion check.
I'll read it.
Just want this explained to me.
I'll,
Damn
I'll,
it, this isn't gonna
I'll
work.
I'll start to read it.
Torrin looks at the packet. Haha, I
Yeah,
can't
there
read.
it is.
Haha, yes.
Okay. You say that and she just goes, all right. And she takes the packet back and she goes, well, in terms of the animal companion, you have to keep its waste under control as well as its temper. Any and all acts of public defacement, and she names a bunch of other crimes like assault and other things like that.
Okay, okay.
The charge will be placed on you with an extra 50 gold fine on top of it for you did not properly control your animal companion. And if anyone is severely injured, your animal companion will have to be put down.
Damn, I just
Alright.
dealt with this.
Damn.
Oh,
She
cool.
she said this all just smiling.
And Nyx is just kind of nodding, like, all right, makes sense, makes sense.
And as for registering, there is a small form you have to fill out as to like where you found them, how long you've had them, other things like that. Your current bond with it, and then afterwards we will equip them with the proper registration and tags, and you can go on your way.
How exactly does the tagging work?
Oh, it's just like a cute little silver tag on the end of their collars.
Oh, a collar then.
Yes, we'll have them specifically fitted for your hyena. However, the tags and such will have a 3 gold cost. Oh, sorry, no, it's 1 gold. Just a
gold?
silver tag and a collar. It's not too expensive.
All right then. You wouldn't happen to have the paperwork then for the registration, would you?
Of course.
Thank you, packet.
Yep, and she hands you like 1 page of paper. This is the least paperwork you've had to do so far.
I know, I just, thank fucking god. All right. I'm assuming she's sitting at a table.
Mm-hmm.
You mind if I take a seat here then and fill it out.
Oh no, of course.
Okay.
And she gestures.
I put the
I
hyena
applaud.
down near the chair,
Mm-hmm.
and I kind of make sure it's not gonna run off.
It doesn't, because the Thrain is in the general vicinity, so it's pretty okay. And the Thrain, as you approach, she bows to you. Because you are a dryad, and druids have great respect for them. And she goes, "Oh, hello! It's so rare to see one so far away from the wilds. What are you doing here?"
I guess you could say I'm here. I've been tasked with seeing the world.
My, what a daunting task.
For as far as I can go, I'm quite willing to take on the task.
That's very noble of you. She
But,
smiles in like admiration.
But yes, I present Hyena.
Oh, another one. Are you together?
In the same party, you could say.
Oh, lovely.
And
There
we
should
have
be 2 more coming with soon.
the one
hyenas.
that Carlson has is like right behind me.
Yeah, and Torrens standing there. He has his as
I'm
well.
still carrying mine.
Yeah,
Mine's
I
getting
assumed.
pampered.
I assumed.
Mine's getting pampered.
And
I
she
treat it nice.
she counts 1, 2, 3. Who's going to be registering the one? Because you have 2 next to you. You could register it as an animal companion for you as well, but I assume that was someone else, as I saw him walk through the door and then walk out of it. He looked very upset.
Yeah, he got robbed. He thinks he's gonna do something about it, but I'm not sure exactly how far he's gonna get. He'll be back.
Oh, that's so unfortunate.
Isn't it?
It is. And she hands out the papers to the rest of you. Torin, you like you hold the hyena just barely and like try to like put the part of your hand that's sticking out from underneath the hyena to like sign.
I just sit down with it. It's
Oh,
in
okay,
my
fair,
lap now.
fair. Okay. They are fairly big. They are a hyena. They're not like a small dog.
Well, I mean, to me, I just kind of
I
like
accept
Well,
this.
you're considered large for everything
Carrying.
involving like carrying, moving.
so I
pushing.
kind of like do a
Yeah,
baby cradle.
They're medium. So
Yeah.
They're bigger than Nyx.
Yeah.
It's
Your
like
size
when
category than Nyx.
when a big dog thinks it's a lap dog and it just sits on your lap. Yeah,
100%. It's amazing.
Yes. I love that.
But yeah, you all fill out the paperwork. And then she goes, do you have any particular colors you would like for the collars? Oh, and what are their names?
Well, I've been thinking hard about mine.
For
What about with
the
J?
the name is like the big entry. That's like the first thing that's on there.
Yeah.
J.
I'm gonna
okay.
name mine J.
The letter J.
No, J-A-E.
I know. It was funny in my head, but exclusively
Honestly,
in my
it
head.
doesn't really matter how you spell it.
It's
Yeah,
just the
kinda
letter J.
pronounced that way, so.
What was Kelson thinking of before he left?
Dog. That's just what he is. That's just what he has addressed it as up till now is dog.
Fantastic.
And not even
Oh, it's
the
almost
right
like a
kind of
dark
creature.
Oh,
Well, I mean,
Dark
it's a
spawn.
canine.
Spawn.
It's a hyena, you're just calling it dog. So,
Yeah.
The hyena named Dog.
yes. This will not get confusing at all.
Why would it?
Why?
What
It'll
month
only
is
get
it?
confusing when we adopt actual dogs.
What month is it?
Yeah.
In like real life terms, probably like.
Like, what would be the name of the month? Like the third moon of the 7th season or some shit?
Yeah, some shit like that.
I'm gonna name her
Trace.
Trace. I'm gonna name her. Oh God, I had a name. Alice.
Alice.
Wait, is it female or male?
Yours is female.
Okay. Elise.
Elise. All right.
I like it.
John's is female and is named Dog. And Torrens is a boy.
It's Nyan.
Naya. Okay. You fill out the paperwork, and she asks, "What color for your collars?"
White.
White.
I point at like my top feathers. Match this.
Yellow. Ish. Pale yellow.
Just
Torrent's
wearing-
asking for an exact tone here.
Yeah.
She can do that.
Nice.
Torn is just like, wait, they're yellow? He's
No,
never
me.
seen
Colorblind.
He's never interacted with a mirror in his life.
No.
Hasn't even looked in the
Birds
water.
are smart enough to know that that is themselves though. They're not like cats
Yeah,
or dogs
birds-
that
Are
think
you-
it's a separate animal.
Yeah, and then they ram their head into the fucking reflection like idiots and
fight-
break their own necks.
They fight themselves. They have
Damn.
do.
Brave.
They do fight themselves.
They're persona users. They fight their inner self.
Mhm.
The
They
shadow
never
that you
saw it coming.
God, it's just the meme session today.
Honestly, Jesus. No
Yeah.
wonder why we have
Okay.
viewers.
Apparently. Oh,
Anyway.
nah.
No, we got
This
two.
is fun.
It's fine.
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah, I don't offer any kind of color suggestion. I'm just like shrug, gray or black.
Black. Kelson.
Something to match dog.
Or wait,
Basically either brown or black.
Sure. Just brown.
what was you know the character I'm referencing? What was the color of his eyes, or any significant color scheme he had to him? Of whom I am naming this dog after, Hyena.
I'll be right back. My dogs are raising Cain.
Can you
What are you naming
message
it?
me about it? About who you're speaking of?
What are you naming it?
Oh, you don't know what I'm talking about?
No, I cannot read your mind, actually.
I thought you. Oh man, I thought I was. Okay, never mind.
What are you naming it?
What the fuck
She
is
named
that?
it Jay.
Yeah.
She's talking about
Jay.
colors.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, just like you were saying.
Oh, it all
Yeah.
makes sense now.
Yeah.
Hey.
It's a whole roundabout thing. Hyena reminds me of Ralph, so.
Oh, General Kenobi.
So yes. Can you answer my question
Hello there.
now?
Yeah, I can.
Little
They were
projection.
like a. We're thinking. Oh, I need a roll actually because I have two colors in mind.
Okay.
Red.
Red. Okay, then we're gonna go with red then.
Okay, it's red.
Points at Marith. That color.
It's not
I'm
there.
not even here.
Yeah, it's not there.
All right, and
Points in the general direction of Marith.
you wait. She says to you all, well, this all will just take about an hour to process. Even though we have many forms of long distance communication, still takes some time. And I will have the callers and everything ready for you in about that time. I need the 1 gold payment.
I present the gold for everyone.
Oh, what?
Ooh,
No, you don't
how
have to do
generous.
that.
I'm paying my own.
Okay.
I'm also paying my own.
Okay, so she gets
Looks
6 gold.
offended.
She gets 6 gold pieces. No, I'm kidding.
Oh no.
So you pay for Calson.
Okay.
And she gets the gold, she counts it up, puts it in a small coin purse and sets it down. You do actually hear it like tink, tink hit the bottom. Unlike every other shopkeeper that I've had that has magical disappearing money.
Mhm.
And she starts drawing some druidic incantations, and you'll be here for about an hour.
Okay. So I said we cut to Marith and Calson.
Oh,
Try and
yeah.
Kill a man.
Oh
So
yeah.
you
Murder
humans
machine.
are storming outside the
Mhm.
the Wayward Hold and just burst into the streets.
I look at Calson angrily. Where do we go?
I didn't think that far ahead.
What next?
Shit.
Like we stormed out. Now, I'm going backtrack to every area that I have been on and look high and low for anyone in the alleyways. If I can spot somebody trying to pickpocket someone else.
Make
Just
perception checks.
perception.
Hey.
Could I perhaps make investigation?
Are you going to be feeling up everyone that you're investigating?
Oh, you!
Miris, you want an advantage on that?
Sure.
So I'll assist you if you have more than a +0 to perception.
I, in fact, do.
Oh,
Well,
thank
glad
God.
I had
Woo!
advantage.
You go blind for a moment.
And then Kelsey just like pats me on the back, and suddenly I can see it's fine. I don't need to see a doctor about it.
Yeah.
No, you go through the eyes of your bird for a second there, thinking that.
Yeah.
Whoa, wait a minute.
My bird is still looking at the awning.
It's super disorienting for a split second. But
Accidental familiar.
you do not see anyone trying to pickpocket, nor anyone in any of the alleyways, other than like people making their way through that like were at a store and are heading home, something like that. They don't exactly look like the shifty types.
I'm going to start asking around if anyone has seen anyone suspicious, perhaps bumping into a lot of people. Has anybody bumped into me?
No. Since you entered the town, no one has bumped into you or anything like that.
Yeah.
I
I'm gonna
just got
go
a
up to
stupid
a
idea.
guard.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna go up to a guard and say, "Hello, sir.
I'm a woman.
Oh no. She's correct. I am a man,
And you are a woman.
presumably.
I fall on that.
I have had gold stolen from me. Do you have any idea where I would
What's
go
the
to
matter?
find?
Someone stole your sweet roll.
Yes! Big agree!
I will fucking light them on fire.
I'm gonna have to have you come with me, just for a quick questioning about Austin and other things. No, I'm kidding.
It's fine. It's fine.
I used to be an adventurer like you.
Till I took an arrow to the knee.
Nice. That was good.
Indeed.
Galson is just looking around, just furious. His face is red with
you
anger.
you see the guard's eyes, like, you look like an adventurer, so he thought you had something interesting to say, and then he goes, "Alright, follow me, we're gonna go put in a request."
I follow.
Alright, you go
Thank you.
to the guard barracks, and he pulls out a big stack of paperwork, and he asks the various questions of, like, where were you when your gold was stolen? Do you know anyone who would do this? Blah, yada, 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 yada. Stuff like that.
She
Calson,
will answer everything, feeling more and more like this is a waste of time.
Yeah, Calson is answering a very strictly, very precisely, and very short answers. It's just like, yes, no, I don't know.
Yeah. And
Mirith
you-
was like very mad until she went up to the guard, and then she kind of like made herself not look mad, like put on a face essentially.
Yeah.
Calson's just getting more pissed off because the longer he sits here, the more he knows he's never going to get that gold back.
So it takes about 30 minutes to file these reports.
Okay.
And afterwards, you see there are many copies that are magically like poofed and printed. And then you see them hand the copies to a pigeon, and the pigeon flutters out. He goes, "All the guard will be informed of the proper procedures, and we will try to get your gold back to you if we find the culprit."
Thank you.
It was a rat.
Maybe.
a rogue rat.
It
Rat
could be.
folk.
Hey,
It was
don't be
Twitch.
dishing rogue rats.
Damn it!
Do not be dishing no rogue rats. I've seen a rogue rat with sneak attack come behind somebody, bite them, and crit.
Why the fuck is there a rogue rat?
It was an awakened rat.
Oh my god. That's
What a rat.
insane. Holy shit.
That's amazing.
That really is amazing. I want to see a rat with like just a dagger in its mouth, just fucking like going ham.
Calson is going to leave and is going to now just start searching all the places he hasn't searched yet.
Okay. So for about a half an hour, roll an investigation. Sure, I'll give it to you.
Sick.
You're more
I
closely investigating other alleyways and such like that.
Wait, it's
Yeah.
me.
You come back to the guard
I'm-
post with like a head. It's like, I found him.
I found him.
I did it.
I will be rolling myself.
Okay.
6. 25.
25.
Huh.
If I knew you had,
Unfortunately,
Damn.
there's no one in the city that seems to have stolen your gold.
Telling you, it's the
Can't
goblins. They use
smell
magical
your
abilities to
specific
spin around.
gold out.
If those
one-
goblins like gave us gold and then stole it from us, I will kill them.
That would
No,
be
no, the goblins.
that would
gave
be
you-
extremely cheeky.
Goblins gave us
Yeah,
gold.
honestly, I'd be down for killing those goblins.
Listen,
They
this is how it all
they
works. This is how my
destroyed a
gal-
manticore.
This is how my galaxy brain works. They
Okay.
gave us gold and thaumaturged up 5 and 10 gold pieces into each bag.
Oh my god. You're right. Just have
We
like
didn't
a
count the gold.
transmutation
They just
wizard or
put in
something.
weight. They cast thaumaturgy on the bag to make it feel like it was weightier.
Damn, these goblins are way smarter than me.
I was gonna say minor illusion, but you know.
Alright. Well, I don't know if we're gonna find them.
Calcin's still extremely pissed and shouts, "Fuck!"
I'm very
You
excited.
you hear a woman say, "Language!" as she covers her like small child's ears.
just,
I-
just looks back, look at child, just. I would say so much right now, but I'm not gonna.
A dire werebear just shows up and says language is not appropriate for children.
Only you can stop wildfires.
Sets afire. Burning hands.
It just goes, "Oh yeah."
And then I make nothing get hit by fire.
Yeah.
Only you can stop forest fires because
And then-
I start them. Wait, what? Smokey, what?
Smokey, please.
No! Smokey, please!
It's just that the ending of Apocalypse Now, the horror.
I think we not gonna be able to find them. I really hate having my gold stolen now.
Breathe.
I'm gonna put my coin pouch like in my pack,
Mhm.
not keep it like on my belt or anything.
I'm
Gotcha.
gonna check it again. Is there any more missing?
Nope.
That'd be fucking hilarious.
It's actually back.
That would also be hilarious. Just think I wanted to borrow this for a little while.
See, that actually pisses off Calcin even more. Like,
Yeah.
"He's fucking with me!
You just miscounted.
Bitch.
I
Do you check your gold mirror?
will check my gold.
You're missing 5 more.
What?
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Okay.
Oh, that would've been fun.
I would fucking set this town on fire and die very quickly because I have 14 HP. But you know,
I would help you.
The
and
city
die
of
very quickly.
adventures.
yeah.
Set the city.
I would
Adventures on
set
fire.
an elaborate plan years from now when I'm a level 20 wizard to one day come back
And
and
just
raid.
cast meteor swarm on the
Yeah. You can't run now.
city.
Finds
lost
the,
10
finds the
gold.
elixir of immortality, turns into a Draco Lich, just to be
That's
heading
That's
into
it, that's
this
Mira's
town.
endgame. Draco
Yeah.
Lich.
Hold on. Does meteor swarm or storm have a cost, like a monetary
No.
cost? Okay. I was gonna say if it was like a 500 gold spell, I'm spending 500.
I
gold
cast like
to kill
wish.
someone who
Wish
stole
or
10
something.
gold.
You wish for the gold that was stolen from you.
I
Back.
wish to know the name of the person who did it.
You,
If they're
Everyone
dead,
with
I-
gold
you-
back.
you
If-
wish for that person to never have been born, so that when you kill him, get
Ooh, and your
back.
gold is back. Yeah.
But
And
then,
create
like,
a rift in the
somehow,
time-space
like-
continuum. Hell yeah.
But somehow, like, me getting that 10 gold back means I'm dead, so I, like, start to fade away.
Yeah.
Like, if I got that 10 gold, I would have died somehow.
Yeah, Mirith just looks up. Thrain, I don't feel so good.
Ah, shit.
Goddamn fucking meme session.
Yeah.
Alright.
You gotta
Then-
have one of them.
And if the person who stole it's dead, I just cast True Resurrection. I find a cleric. Spend
Yeah.
like 25,000 gold.
To resurrect
To get
them and
that
just
year 10
punch them in
gold.
the face repeatedly.
Yeah, was worth it.
They come back as a goblin, you just smash their face in, then do it again.
I punched them, but it doesn't even hurt because I have 9 strength.
Anywho,
Anyhow.
Yeah,
Anyways.
Callison will start to make his way back. If he sees anybody
Funny
like,
jokes.
look at him and then like dart into an alleyway, he's going to chase them.
Mm-hmm.
Just if he even sees vaguely suspicious like, behavior, he's going
God.
to react.
Make an insight check.
You're going to fucking like punch an
He's
innocent
going
person.
ape shit. Do you ever just want to go ape shit? Just go absolutely fucking feral. Like Bosses.
I don't think I see any suspicious attitude.
Can I
Everything is suspicious.
can I do the same thing?
Sure.
Nearith is paranoid and she would be looking around everywhere.
Yeah, go for it.
Awesome.
Nice.
You both see collectively a man with like a white package almost. Big beefy human man, mutton chops on his face, and he's holding it very close to him and like moving quickly towards the house.
Oh no.
I squint.
I'm just squint. Just squint and stare at him as he passes.
little do you know that's actually the ancient and very volatile medicine used to revive his mother.
Yeah, as he passes, he just says "good day." Just keeps walking.
After he like is a little further away, I look to Kelson. Do you think that's our man?
They're gonna get level 2 revoked by hurting.
Your level has been revoked by God.
Can I make an intelligence check?
Shame on you.
If
You're back to level 1.
Make an intelligence check just to make sure,
Sure.
that guy is not really like the pickpocket kind of guy.
That'd be another insight check.
I fucking want to see though. I'm curious.
Hey, it's 19.
Wow. I
You,
expected a low number.
you can assume that this man does not look like the kind of guy who is particularly sneaky. He's got very calloused hands. You see some like even encroaching on like the knuckles, sort of like the knuckles have like a bunch of like tissue that looks like it was scarred at one point. Stuff like that. And the package he's carrying seems to be like meat of some
Yeah.
sort. And then as you're observing him, he gets to the end of the street to a butcher shop and then walks into the butcher shop.
Yeah, Callison will just.
I bet he spent our money on that meat.
I'll just answer. I'll just tell Maris. No, he's not like that.
We'll find him one day. Whoever did this.
Whoever did this.
I just darkly walk back to the tavern, just looking, just upset.
So as that happens, Maria comes out and she goes, "All right, I have everyone's collars. Just gonna get them fitted real quick." She walks around and fits the collars around the hyenas' necks. They're once again very docile. They have a dryad in their presence, and she is a druid, so she's speaking with them the entire time. And she puts the collars on, not too tight, the perfect fit. And they all have tags that say their respective names on them. She goes, "All right, great, you're all registered. Anything
Thank you,
else?"
Lost. Appreciate it.
It's my job.
Is Callison and Maris back?
You do it very well.
Yeah, you guys walked in as this was happening. So you see Dog has a brown collar with Dog on the end of it.
Dog.
And it said, if found, return to the Wayward Hold in Malakari.
I just.
Oh, do they all say that?
I just sort of say.
They're not going to
Dog.
put your name because no one's going to know who you are.
Yeah.
And you don't
I
have,
just-
like, a address. You didn't give her one, at least.
I just.
Probably best we didn't.
I just say, "Dog here," and I just sort of like point to my side.
Make an animal handling check. You bonded, but
Yeah, I mean, this is part of training.
exactly.
Oh, I was waiting for the
Not
nat
bad.
20 again.
Yeah, I was gonna.
I same here.
Waiting for it.
It kind of like, it takes a few seconds for it to register what you said, and then it like saunters its way over and sits
Just
by your by your knees and just starts like looking up at you, and its tongue is like lapping out, but it's like you see they're all starting to like come back into their own, so they're like giggling occasionally, like.
Aw.
I just sort of bend over a little bit, pet dog, and just say good dog.
He's very appreciative of this, and it's at this moment that you see that you've begun to realize the bar maiden, she was cleaning up quite a big mess. There was you assume a large party last night, because there are still stains of crimson or ale around the tables and various things. And coming downstairs, you see 5 goblins. Similarly to the ones that were sitting at the table yesterday. To give a more detailed description, you see one is in chainmail armor and has a shield on his back, a very small shield. They're like a buckler shield, and like a small like long sword at their side. You see one that has like messy, ragged hair, almost hag-like, looks very old, and is just kind of like walking with her like quarterstaff as a cane. You assume she's a female goblin. You see the one who has no hair, and sort of like animal bone earrings in, and they have a bow around their back, in leather armor. You see one in robes with like a the spellcasters, Mirith specifically, understands that there's this arcane shimmer around them that would pertain to a mage armor spell.
The hyenas?
No, these are the goblins.
Oh. Sorry, I'm back. I had to go put some food in the dog food can.
It's okay.
That would be hilarious.
She is also a female, and is in like purple and blue robes, and sort of has like wildly colored hair, where it's like streaks of red, blue, green, orange, kind of, and her hair comes to like to the bottom of her shoulders. You see one goblin who's in nothing but a loincloth, with a big axe on his back. And
He's clearly a wizard.
He seems real twitchy, yes. But the thing that stands out to you the most is following behind them very, very closely is almost like a human man. Long black hair down to like the bottom of his back. He's in leather armor. Seemingly like freshly shaven face. And you see spots of like fur that resembles the hyenas in patches on his arms and legs. And you see his mouth, his bottom jaw juts out a little bit, and his top jaw looks bigger, and his nose is like pushed up because of it. As you see these huge teeth that are inside his mouth, and these like milky gray eyes, and they're walking timidly behind the goblins, who all sit down and take their seat at a table. The goblin in nothing but a loincloth has a taxidermied head of a manticore strapped to his back.
Cool.
That he switches to the front when he sits down.
Nix takes a deep breath, visibly tenses, clenches their jaw, and is gonna go pay attention to Jay.
They do give a the one in chainmail gives a nod of recognition to you all as they pass.
Mirith kind of looks like wary at first as they came down, but kind of gives a little nod in response.
Calson and I ask, how was it?
The female goblin with like crazy colored hair turns to you all and says in very rough common, "Went well, new friend." And she points to the human standing behind them, who like tries to smile, and it's just razor sharp teeth as far as you can see.
Was he there?
In cage.
Hmm.
And
I see.
the human kind of like nods and like shrinks a little bit.
Look at him.
Just sort of scratches
And,
dog.
and
side.
you all see poking out of the leather armor what looks to be like a very tiny like poofy tail.
Aw. Yeah, he's what happens when they finish the process. At least it seems that way.
Possibly, we don't fucking know that.
Torin just takes
I
a
give
deep breath.
pats. I give
Goes
pats.
with
to
an
my
eye on
little
outside.
dog.
All right, Torin leaves.
He doesn't deal with dishonorables.
Dishonorable?
Nyx
What are you talking
Quite
about?
visibly has her back to them as she is paying attention to Jay.
Torin stealing another man's job. No honor there.
Oh,
What job?
oh. Yeah, there was no job.
No,
Yeah,
that's
that was.
fair.
We had a signed contract.
Did we sign a contract?
Was it
Yes.
was it posted on the boards?
No.
There you go.
Still a job, no?
They didn't
Oh,
know.
yeah. Torin doesn't care about
Seems the
Any-
minister didn't announce it either.
Anywho,
Regardless.
I'm going to look to whoever remains in the bar, and I'm gonna go. So what's the plan?
We could deal with the sewer rats.
That's fair.
Yes.
Of course, the
I would-
guardians want to go take care of that as well.
I would like to
Be nice.
earn some.
That was
money.
nice.
They don't seem to acknowledge you as they are chatting amongst themselves.
I would like to make some money before we go.
Oh, Meredith, you had some money stolen from you, yes?
Yeah.
How much?
I think 5 from me.
I slowly reach for my coin purse.
You don't have to. I should have kept it more safe.
But you need it more than I do, honestly.
Do you not need
I'm
money
sure
for
you will.
food?
I don't have enough to compensate yours, I think.
Probably not, but I'll take all you can give.
Hey, now.
You're an
you
all-star.
have money too. God damn it.
Damn it. You
Think
ever
you're
just
like-
want to like bury your head in a
I
fire?
like how you're upsetting like yourself at that, but you like snatched that up so
Yeah.
fast.
No hesitation.
I was fucking
Not-
right there with them, man. I was fucking right there with them. We said at the same time.
I didn't even hear you say it. Damn, nice. Mira's just kind of like,
I toss my coin purse to Calson.
Sick.
You have 9 gold pieces.
Fuck yes.
Hell yeah! Oh.
Shot yeet.
kind of glance over to the goblins again, and then back to my party.
As you
So-
look over to them, you see the weird human thing is also observing you, and then when you look away, it like also looks away.
Nice.
Oh, there is one thing. Sort of looks down at Dog. If we're gonna be keeping these, you know, I don't want to just have them be naked.
They're wearing collars.
Dog is not next to you. Dog is currently next to the human,
Oh shit.
and
Oh.
they seem to be like talking, not in a way that a Thrain communicates to them, but they're talking in Knoll.
Interesting.
Hold on,
And he gets down on all fours, the human, and starts like playing, and then the rest of the hyenas come over and like almost like a pack start like jumping on the human and like play fighting.
Kind of look over to the goblin group. Can he speak common? Pointing to the man.
The one with wild the one with multicolored hair responds again. Not well, if at all.
Alright. I see. Have you learned anything about him? We noticed some. Well, we got there after y'all were done, and we found something hidden. And some sort of.
Is the druid still here?
Yes.
Have we discussed with the druid the elixir?
We have not, so this is actually a great time.
I will go and do that.
There was some sort of elixir ritual in abyssal language going on with these hyenas, and I feel like it's connected to that man as well, whatever they did to him.
Yes. Likes. And they gesture to the hyenas. Acts like them.
Yes. I wonder what they did exactly.
Well,
They-
doesn't
they
it say
should.
on the paper how to do it?
It does. It's supposed to make an enhancer. That's what it says, but it doesn't really say the details. I wonder if it changes them, or if they tried to grab a human and put some of the enhancer in him, or something.
They seem like they wanted to be mass producing these things for probably an army of some sort, or maybe to feed the manticore.
Yeah, some sort of. It was obvious they were testing and trying to do something with this. So
You hear the goblin with a loincloth speaks up and says, "Teeth, fearsome warrior." He just kind of like nods towards the human.
Did you say
Okay, his name's
cheese?
Teeth.
Teeth.
he can
Jeez.
fight.
Mm.
Well,
I guess it'd be an army then instead of food.
does he fight with his teeth? Is that why that's his name?
No, I think it's just because he's got a lot of them.
The human like kind of like looks up from playing and just says one word and just says, "Teeth."
I see.
That would be why. That's why his name then.
I mean,
And then he
also,
like
look
does
at
like
that.
a chomping motion like.
Yeah. Cute.
I think that's a
No.
bit more of a.
And as he does that, dog fucking like slams into his face.
That one's mine.
And so I walk over to the druid.
Mm-hmm. Oh, hello again.
Yes, we, pertaining to the hyenas, we have covered something a little bit, natural happening. And I sort of, who had the elixir? I think it was Calson.
I
think
I
Carlson
do.
had it, yeah.
I
Yeah.
kind
I
of point.
have the notes. I have notes. I
I-
thought I took the elixir, but it might have been him.
I beckon over. I beckon over who was still in the bar. Torin left, so I beckon over Calson and
He left?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Lauren.
Yeah,
Torn left, and you saw his hyena run in.
Okay.
and I beckon over Amirith and Calson.
I will
Alright.
come
I
over.
went to visit the old lady and bring her bread.
Okay.
Alright. It's like a copper piece for a big loaf of bread.
Yes.
We discovered a elixir being produced within the hyenas we have rescued, and we were hoping that maybe you and is it Nature Guardian or Natural Guardian?
Order of Nature Guardians.
I was hoping the Nature Guardians would be able to help us figure out the source and reason for this elixir, and I kind of looked to Calson.
I hand over the elixir.
Same.
And just basically say he wasn't able to get much time with it, so don't know much more than it does. And still look over the human that.
Let me take a look at it. This is unsettling.
Wow.
Amazing.
Like we got sound effects now.
We got
Yeah.
some stuff.
We have upgraded.
We're
to
Oh
moving up.
shit! I did that. Sorry, I've just been playing with a bottle this
No,
whole
that's-
entire
No,
thing.
like it was
perfect.
fucking perfect.
It was
And
great.
she kind of
Jesus Christ.
she
that
she
was so
wafts
cool.
it up to her face and smells it and analyzes the liquid a bit, and she goes, "It's definitely like nothing I've ever seen before. Does seem to be not very magical, but more natural. I could send this back to someone a little more experienced than me, and get it examined."
that would be great, I think.
And I'll
The,
make sure
uh,
a report gets to you whenever we figure out anything from it.
I don't imagine we'll be staying in Malakari for long enough for you to get anything useful out of it.
Oh, I know your names.
There was abyssal writing also on the things that the hyena was... the hyenas were attached to.
Oh.
And it had a sort of recipe of how to make that.
Do you mind if I copy it down?
Sure. I show the notes.
Thank you. And she copies it down, and then you watch as she places them into a satchel, and the satchel glows. She doesn't take your copy, her copy.
Yes, she does not want to give hers.
And she goes, all right, well, all the information I was able to gather and all the notes you told me have been sent off to the proper authorities, and I'll make sure you get some information whenever we figure something out.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Of course. Thank you for bringing it up. This is troubling.
If the hyenas we have rescued need to be inspected, we will likely keep them by our side for as long as possible. But if they need to be transported, I will see to them that I personally keep them calm and get them to understand what's going on, so they are not fearful of what may happen to them.
Thank you. Oh my god, I'm terrible. I need to pee again. This is insane.
Oof.
I've
I
drank
want to
so
go
much
grab some water then
today.
for me.
Yeah.
I
Let's
guess this is why you drink coffee.
Brief break.
Alright.
Yeah, wasn't the one that drank all the coffee.
Yeah. I find that kind of funny, honestly.
Big oof.
Oh my god. This is awful.
Yeah.
I'm back.
Hello. Good day.
Is Nick not back yet then, or?
Nope. Not yet. Big. Still there. I am back. There he is.
Here we go.
Here he is.
Here the DM is.
The man of the hour.
Ha!
Be back in a minute.
Hey, you guys got to meet Teeth, finally.
Teeth.
Teeth.
Teeth, the boy.
The man, the myth, the legend.
the hyena man, the myth, the legend. Ooh, he's a magic man.
And yeah, without Jay to play with, Nyx was just kind of holding her arms, like, crossed, but, like, gripping her arms very, yeah, just tense in general, and tapping her foot. Still agitated.
None of the goblins seem to have picked up on this.
Oh, no, I imagine they didn't. This is just...
The, like, hag-like goblin is, like, looking at you, and her knuckles are, like, tighter around her staff. Like, just in case you try something, she's ready.
Yeah, I start something.
Yeah, that goblin looks old as shit.
So I'll just keep watching Jay fight then.
Yeah, it's cute.
Play fight.
They seem to really like Teeth.
Which is good.
He's a good boy.
Good. What a good.
Teeth is a good boy.
Man, thing.
No, he's a good boy.
He is part dog now, so therefore...
Therefore, he is a boy.
He's half good boy.
Half good
So,
boy. He's all good
He's
boy.
a good man.
suppose.
Dying.
Jackson, you know, Crow's not the one dying tonight.
Shit.
I am.
We jinxed it. No.
Crow did some weird rituals to make Nick
I
die.
coughed at a voodoo doll.
Or
Fuck.
the coffee made him immune.
Ooh.
There's a point where you drink so much coffee that your nerves don't work like they used to.
Yeah.
And
You
you're
become
just
immune to the passage
honestly-
of time.
Honestly, just everything goes.
Anything.
Everything becomes a blur after your like third pot.
Like I said, you become immune to the passage of time.
You become immune to many things, not just the passage of time.
Yeah. You
You
become
get
immune
just
to being
fucking
human and the limitations
Chakras
of the human
open
form.
and shit. You feel connection with like ancestral things you did not know existed.
If we're talking
should
about
both-
being immune over time, I'm lactose intolerant. I just drank a gallon of milk.
See that's
That's the immunity of the limits of the human body.
yeah, that's you're fine now. Oh boy.
What's the coffee whereas
It's not even.
coffee's
like,
coffee's the drinking the
just
potion
wait
of
until
invincibility.
you sleep and then you wake up at 1 a.m. and have to really go to the bathroom, and you're staying there.
I'm not really lactose intolerant. But I did get up and drink about half a gallon of milk.
Well, then that's just
again
Body.
immune to the limitations of the human body.
you know. when
My
it's 4
superpower
a.m.,
is
you have
chugging.
like you have a thesis paper to give in the next day, and you just have the coffee machine next to your like on your desk, and you're like, oh god. It's 4 a.m. You have class at 6. You have to get
Oh
ready
god,
at 6,
yeah.
and you just coffee's gonna get you through that day. You just become immune to many things.
You become immune to societal standards.
You hear the
become
wild
an-
hunt in the background and everything.
It reminds me of the hunt.
You're just like, oh god, spirits take me, cause Lord knows.
Because
Guess
you'll
what?
start seeing them.
Lord,
You'll start
forgive me
seeing
for
'em.
what I'm about to yabba dabba do.
I hate you. I want to die.
Or like
It's time to
Zora,
drink that
don't.
potion of invincibility.
Zora, don't. More like Zora, don't.
So,
Dweeb.
is everyone back?
We're waiting on Rose, I think.
And talking about how coffee at 4 a.m. just opens up your chakras to things.
It opens your third eye.
You feel
Alright,
things you
Tien
shouldn't
Shenhon.
Shit, what's
Become
that
a
Naruto
special-
thing? Like, the 9 gates?
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
the 9 gates is when you drink a lot of Monster Energy.
yeah.
That's when you feel like your body has no limits. But coffee does something fucked to the mind.
Mhm.
Coffee's some Tsukuyomi bullshit
The 8
right
gates,
there.
excuse me.
Coffee is just getting under the infinite Tsukuyomi.
Oh,
Just,
God.
ooh boy.
Oh, man.
Coffee is removing the barriers that exist.
It's up
But
to
your
you
body's-
to climb past them.
Coffee is more of a mental thing, because like if you drink Monster Energies and that gets you through the day, you feel like your body has no limits.
Yeah, the body has no limits. The mind has no limits on coffee.
So what you're telling
Exactly.
me is I basically opened the 8th gate by chugging a cup of coffee.
Yes.
No,
No, it's not one cup. You got to go through several pots to get to that point.
and the gates are physical, they're body stuff. You're opening your third eye.
Mhm.
So,
You're opening your
um,
fuking
it's
chakras
a
like an
spirit
avatar.
and mind.
Guys,
Monster
You're unlocking.
energy. You got to go through a lot of that shit, but that's a spiritual journey.
I looked up the stats of giant rats,
Uh huh.
and I know why they are the prime level 1 monster now.
Nice.
They don't do shit.
Yeah, coffee
They
basically.
have the potential to.
Coffee unlocks the avatar state.
Down.
Lots of coffee at 4 a.m. unlocks avatar state. You get
No, it's the
college with your eyes
Futurama
closed.
thing. You have to drink 100 cup of coffees and you just
Oh
stop
yeah,
dying.
then time has no meaning. You're just
Yeah,
you're
no,
moving slow. You
Chugging
see everything
monsters
delayed.
over the day is a slow, gradual spiritual journey you go
So,
on.
back in med school, I had a class at 6:30 a.m.
Oh,
No, that's oh boy, 6. So I'm just there, and the guy sitting next to me, he cracks open a monster, takes off his like Starbucks cup, and pours that shit in. Slaps
Taste
the,
has
the
no
cover.
meaning.
He slaps the cover and then starts chugging. Like, just, I could hear the. And then he slams the cup down and says, looks at me dead in the eye. Bloodshot eyes. I'm going to die.
I'm gonna get through this
In your
class.
med
I'm
classes.
getting out of here.
In one
It
of your
was-
med classes, I'm going to die.
I'm going to die. And then proceeded to open his notebook and, like, take notes. I swear to God, every time I looked at him, he was taking notes without looking at the paper. I swear to God, if I had given him another pen, he would have been, like, writing shit down. He would have been cracking the Da Vinci Code right there next to me.
Who's to say he wasn't?
Because
That's
he was taking
literally
notes, I
unlocking
saw
the.
it.
That is literally galaxy braining.
Yeah,
That is unlocking the fucking feats of
God,
the
that
body
reminds me of a
and the
Starbucks
mind.
story that I keep hearing.
like
That's
what he was
infamous.
doing. What he was doing was not writing notes. He was just copying down the words of the great old ones. He wasn't
more-
at the class anymore. He was just in
Wasn't at the class
ethereal
anymore.
eldritch
He was-
planes.
He
If
was
a lesser man read those notes, his mind would be torn asunder.
a lesser man. Oh man.
Another day, just a guy just slept on my shoulder. Like, he just kind of laid against me and just died
Same guy.
right there.
Same guy.
No, not the same
died.
guy. He was a different guy. And I was just sitting there, and then I just noticed, I'm like, what the fuck? And I look over, and he's just sitting, like, laying against me, passed out. This man, he has not slept for like a week, and right now,
Attendance points matter, man.
oh yeah,
Points for attendance fucking matter.
That
It was
reminds
one
me
of
of my
those
high
big-
school.
it was those big auditorium classes. So really, nobody's
It was a
gonna notice.
lecture hall.
Yeah, exactly. Nobody's gonna notice if you
Exactly.
fell asleep.
That's why attendance
All right,
matters.
all right. We're gonna be continuing here.
Okay.
So, yeah, you guys are at the place doing the thing.
Torrance with the old lady just having a nice cup of tea and talking.
Oh yeah. She is surprised to see you at first, but then invites you in for tea, and you're sitting down having a very pleasant conversation.
Yes. Nice.
You don't
Wholesome
see her
bird.
cat.
Damn.
Did she lose it
I'm-
again? Do we have to go
I'm
find
asked-
it?
That is a quest on the board that you guys are noticing as you're standing around.
Do we have to go find her
I-
cat again?
I'm
I
sorry.
actually asked if
Hi.
where her cat is. If she.
I have returned.
Torrance having a nice chat with the old lady who lost her
It's
cat.
having a nice lady.
Oh no.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Good.
Oh
Bird's gonna get some.
It's
then.
wholes-
If
it's
the bird wants to
wholesome.
get some.
It's wholesome bird hours here.
Mi-
Come on, it's real Kiwi hours.
Miss Dee Dee is currently like patting a loaf of bread and says, "Dog's right here."
Damn it.
I'll go find the cat. I'll go back to the old place, to the graveyard, and find the cat free of charge.
Yeah, the cat's there, and you pick it up, and it's like
I pet the cat.
settles down.
Zawa Zawa.
Recruited cat.
Recruited cat familiar.
You bring it back, Miss Dee is like, "Oh, there you are, Tonk."
Tonk.
Torin laughs a little bit and keeps talking with He's very like.
Mhm.
He's like talking about many things, like things that are troubling him, which is a lot about like. A lot about stuff he's been noticing is so different.
And she goes on to some like old woman spiel about how whenever you're younger the world seems so small, but once you get older and start moving around it's so big and all that
And then
good
your
stuff.
ankles break. What?
And then you lose your memory. What?
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 Anyways, so back at the Wayward Hold.
God, I just thought of a proverb. Back at the
Alright,
wayward
then.
hole. The proverb is, when you're young, everything seems so new. When you're old, everything begins to be so new.
Oh no.
Damn. That's sad.
Crow.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Back to our
Anyways.
host
Moving
for
on.
hours.
Dungeons and Dragons.
Yes.
Dungeons.
We should
and
really
the
start the show,
dragon, Our
guys.
own personal dragon, Marith.
Hi.
Pet pats.
We're
I have
all
scales.
talking about the emotional dragons inside.
Yeah.
The Imagine Dragons?
Oof.
No. God, no.
Waking up. Anyway.
You shut the fuck up, bird. Anyways,
Which bird? Me or him?
both.
What?
Oof.
You both got told.
Get destroyed. Easy game.
Anyway, did we tell Mari everything then?
Yeah.
Yes.
We did tell her everything?
Yeah,
I'm
she
trying
sent
to
it
remember
off to
if
the
it
proper authorities. And
was- Okay, cool.
just a matter of
that
getting a
means
response.
You're pretty much done here then. So Nix will then we've got we do have an actual job to do that we should probably take care of while we're here.
Yes.
We should go find Torin.
Yes.
Send it to the proper authorities. This is going to the highest power of dryads that we know. I walk out of the building, something appears in my hands, I'm just like,
Fuck!
God damn it!
Shit!
I'm level 2!
But
Yep, the most powerful.
I just look over to Doug and say, Doug, come, leave it.
It looks to you and then gets tackled by one of the other hyenas and then keeps playing.
Check out, I'm fucked up.
I look to the hyenas and go, come, please.
Roll a persuasion check.
Ooh,
With
persuasion
advantage?
with the animals.
No.
Oh.
Oh, that's right, you're not Fearbulg anymore. You can't.
Well, no, it's just normally you would have disadvantage, but it's because of your abilities that you have a straight
Because they're
roll.
playing, they don't want to fucking
Yeah.
listen.
11.
Ooh, okay. They have a chance of beating this. A chance.
A chance.
Aw. Sorry, they ignore you and keep playing.
I think for a moment and then look back to the group of hyenas as everyone's walking out and say, in hyena, I suppose,
Yeah.
we'll visit, if you come with me now, I'll buy everyone a nice, no, I can't. I'll have the
Yeah, you
Calcin buy you a nice steak.
Make a
Yes.
persuasion with advantage.
17.
You see all of them start to move towards you, including Keith.
Damn it, teeth.
We'll bring him something later.
And then as he like starts crawling towards the door, he like shakes his head and stands up, and then walks back towards the goblins and sits.
I give each dog a head pat as they come towards me.
Yep,
Teeth
seem
looks
very
on
happy.
wistfully.
he does.
Oh, what could have been?
But the people who saved his life are currently
Yeah.
there, and they are feeding him. He's got a giant like plate of cooked steaks.
Great. Question.
He seems sad they are cooked, but eats them
Aw.
anyways.
What's the quick question?
Could during all of like the like time that we've been like sitting and talking and stuff, could I have gotten a short rest?
Oh, we had a short rest already.
You had a long rest.
We had a long rest.
We had a
We're
long rest,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
after-
I casted spells, so
Oh, okay.
if I can get like arcane recovery, and it would be helpful. But
Ah, yes, you may.
okay, great. I will.
You weren't
spend-
exactly exerting yourself during this hour.
Yeah. So, all right, I will do that. Have another spell slap back. I have 2 now, guys. Yay!
Hey.
Yay!
Woohoo!
Yeah.
Wizard, slightly more usable.
Okay, I'm ready to go.
Is it sewer time?
Super time.
Yes, let's
Are you
go.
bringing the hyenas?
I would rather not.
Do
Not
I?
until they're fully trained. Actually, that's probably a good idea.
Torin doesn't want Nye on there.
Yeah, nah. Because what I know from hyenas is that they aren't very strong. They're hyenas.
But
These
we're
ones
going
also
to go
just-
take out giant rats.
Also, just this morning, they were strapped to machines, getting pumped full of things. That kind of.
But yeah, these ones aren't fully loyal to us, and
They're loyal to me.
They're pretty
Well,
damn loyal.
yes.
But
Wait, are they
They're
lo-
not
are they
fully
pretty
trained
damn,
yet.
Are they pretty damn loyal to us or to her?
her
Okay.
Yeah.
and you, but more her.
Understandable.
She's the alpha. You are all like beneath.
This is a pack, but she is the leader.
Yes.
Understandable.
Yes. But anyways,
Yes.
so what are you doing with them?
We have
If-
rooms at the Wayward Hold.
Yeah, we could just give them a day to not be shit or not feel like shit.
or keep them with teeth.
Yeah. This was mainly just to we can still do like some training or not.
Sure.
But as
Keep
soon
them with
as-
teeth or in the room, or
I would just prefer they stay at the Wayward Hold.
What's up, y'all?
Free will say to that. Hey, if they shit in any of my rooms,
We clean it up.
no. But I will be very upset.
All right then.
I'll make sure that I'll do some training with Dog before like the day ends. Basically using meat. as treats.
Are you not going to the sewers then?
Are we going to the sewers today?
Yeah.
All
Might
right.
as well.
Like are they looking all right?
Oh, they were playing.
Yeah.
So.
I will take one hyena with me, mine.
Uh
Oh shit, are we
You know
taking the
what?
pack or are we not?
I'll take Nyan.
oh.
I'll take Dog.
Alright, we're taking
a
the
good-
pack. Why
it's
the
a good
fuck are we
bonding
doing
experience.
this?
Because
God.
actually no. We could
Mirith looks on disapprovingly.
we could just leave them back with keys sent back in the Wander's hold.
Wayward Hold. Yeah, that's what
Wayward.
I was saying. That's what I think we should do.
Yes.
Yeah, we probably should.
Especially until we get them fully trained. And
Then
give them
we'll
a
do
day to
that.
just chill out, relax, and heal up. Feel better.
Hey, they're your hyenas. You do with them as you please.
And I think we should keep the pack together for right now.
Yeah.
Then how about this? How about this?
If
I'm
one
gonna
of them
look-
goes, all of them want to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then I'm gonna look to the pack and say, "Now, dears, we're going to go do a quest, and we will bring you back some meat and bones. Fair? If you stay here and be good."
They all respond very excitedly over and over again, like yes, okay, but in like
Ooh.
very fast dog speak, and your ears are a little like shaken
Oh.
by the amount of noise, just overwhelming.
Yes. Food. Yes. Come back.
Hand,
Yes.
hand,
Okay.
hand, crab.
Mm-hmm.
Go
Also,
ahead.
make sure to
Mr.
tell
Joe's
them.
store.
Make sure to tell them that if they have to do any of their quote business, to do it outside.
Oh yes, they're gonna open the doors.
Yeah, I was gonna say, how the fuck are they gonna get to that point?
They point their snouts over to Teeth.
Yeah.
Who currently, when they re-enter, gets back down on all fours and trots over to them.
Okay. To the
Alright.
sewers.
Pet Jay and say, "Hey, don't actually hurt Teeth. Play gentle, play nice."
Not very much. Not paying very good attention, I should say. As it's already like it's sitting there waiting, and Teeth like arches his back a little bit, and then they all dogpile on him.
Oh, damn it. Alright, then.
They're just
We're
gonna.
gonna have a
play-
hard time separating them from Teeth, though. That's what the dam was about.
They're just play fighting.
Once we're down there, I promised them some of the meat from the rats we kill, our bones.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I figure so long as
Oh,
we've got evidence
hell
to
yeah.
prove that we did it, we're fine.
Oh.
I don't need
Which
to.
reminds
so-
me- Torin has the knoll leaders. We're supposed to go probably take those back here and report that, but we can do it after the rats.
2 birds with 1 stone.
Ow.
Screams. Torin screams and bird.
Screams and bird.
All right.
My ears.
Is it
They are.
finally sewer time?
It's
Please.
finally
Do the
sewer.
sewer
Indeed.
time.
Yes, we sewer now.
We
This is a
sewer.
filthy sewer.
We saw now. So
We
you
shall sue her for all she is worth.
I did not hit her.
No.
So you guys approach a giant like manhole cover. This is the one that was designated as like proper entry. If you go down the other ones, you may or may not hit shit immediately. And you open it up. It takes Kelson and a Thrain to open it up. It's a very big manhole, very heavy. And as soon as you open it, you are met with the smell of shit and mold.
Yummy.
With a giant ladder going about 50 feet. About 100 feet downwards.
If we would like, I could make everybody some sort of breathing after her, so at least the smell is somewhat bearable.
Fucking say that again.
You
I
cut
can
out.
make it to where the shit don't stink as bad.
Okay, no, you cut out. That's why.
Okay. Yeah, I can make something for all of us to try and help with the
Is it
smell.
gonna cost any of your
With
things
what?
you need?
Probably. I need some supplies.
And time.
Let's just go. Honestly, let's get this fucking over with.
Alright.
And Nyx will start making her way down,
Tink,
In and out.
tink,
breathing through her
Tink.
mouth.
tink, 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 tink. You climb down the ladders. Do you hold down B to descend faster? Dark Souls.
I take
joke.
one step down the ladder, and then I'm at the bottom.
Damn, she's right.
Yeah.
It is fast travel through
Ooh,
there.
let
It's a
me,
different
uh,
section.
We just have to let Nyx go first, and then all of us just sort of hop down.
Let's do this music.
Flip down.
Oh, that's not the music I wanted. That's the music I wanted. There
Wait
we
a minute,
go.
the bird can't float yet.
Not yet. So, you enter in, and you see a large, like, 10-foot tall, 10-foot wide, but, like, circular tunnel design. And you see it's about 6-foot wide section carved out, and you see like murky water pushing past, and there's 2-foot walkways on either side of this water. And it is dark.
We didn't really get anything out of that quest other than kill the sewer rats, right?
Pretty much.
Great, this
I-
might take all day then.
I shall light a torch.
You light a torch, and it's bright out to about the edges of people's dark vision, if they have it.
I am going to. Should I?
I am going to be staying safely behind everyone.
The flame ignites in a Thrain, you almost like deke
I
all the way out of the
instinctively
way.
turn. I instinctively, out of fear, turn into a giant badger.
Okay, you are now a giant badger. A wooden giant badger.
Well, we now have a giant badger leading the way.
I have dark vision.
There you go.
But you can't talk.
You don't need to talk.
Alright,
She hits things,
you're a giant badger.
I'll
Yeah.
take
Alright,
point
then.
for. I'll go in
Lead the
front of
way.
the people who don't have dark vision.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't.
You
I'll be
probably
next to-
staying somewhere in the center would be good, because it would get the maximum of light from your torch.
I'll stick around Torin.
Yeah, I see.
I'll travel behind a Thrain.
The badger.
You make your
A
way.
Thrain
I-
badger.
I can hold the torch if you'd like,
It's fine. I can do it.
because I don't need my hands. I don't need both hands to cast my spells. So,
It's fine. We could just.
all right.
You make
if
your
anything
way.
happens, the torch is a improvised weapon.
You,
I
you-
waddle along.
You make your way down the hall, and you get about 60 feet until you enter into a massive central room. It's about 50 foot, like just all around. So like 50 tall, 50 wide. And it branches off into 3 other paths that are similar to the one you just came from. So this is like a central area where it's like a 4-way crossroads, almost.
All right.
Make perception checks, please.
Would this rely on smell?
No, it would rely on hearing.
Damn. Okay.
Beans.
Beans.
What's it
What
with
is
you and saying beans lately?
sorry, roll as a
Beans.
Oh well.
It's
fuck.
the same as your perception bonus because you're a druid. That's the thing about wild shape. Okay.
17.
You don't hear anything particularly. You just hear some squeaking.
What
like-
about Mirith?
We're all rolling?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was only. Sorry.
No. Yeah, sorry. I may or may not have made it seem like that. My bad.
I'm also like eating right now, so I'm like muted and eating, so I might have just missed it while I
Merrick
was
in the
chewing.
bottom of the sewer with a plate of food, not even phased by the smell.
Just some like
Yeah, just
instant ramen.
she just has meat.
So
He brought some bacon down.
Okay. You're all not surprised, however, as coming out of very tiny cracks in the walls, you see the snouts of little rats as this massive body comes out of the small hole. Because, rats can fit themselves into extremely small spaces. They're still small creatures, but they're as big as Nyx, actually. And there
Yeah, I
are
was
4
gonna
of
say.
them. And there are 4 of them that are making their way towards you, with like these ravenous, frenzied eyes. Make roll initiative, I should say.
Make initiative checks.
Make initiative checks.
Wait,
Technically.
just flex on.
Uh oh.
Oh fuck.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Oh no!
Double
Oh,
nat
well.
1.
I mean,
I'm scared.
the first time I didn't click my token, so I guess it was kind of the game to also give me a nat 1 right there, so I don't have to change anything.
Oh my! I knew it.
Fucking hell!
I knew it was gonna happen. Oh my god.
Is it a free action to toss the torch to Meredith?
I thought you already had given it to her.
Oh,
Then yes,
Yeah,
Mirith
sure.
has the torch.
then cool.
Fantastic.
Let
mean-
me,
It's up to you, but yeah.
let me get a... That's a dead rat. I'd like an alive rat, please.
I was
Damn
gonna
it.
say undead rats too. Fuck.
Got him. Not yet.
Hey, I mean, maybe when we kill it, it'll come back.
Hey, there you
Who
go.
knows?
Freebies. They get the exciting
I mean,
situation.
it isn't as bad as the goblin with legendary actions at level 1. Holy shit.
That was a dryad.
He's
Was it the dryad that had
Yeah,
legendary
dryad had
actions, or
legendary
was it?
actions.
I thought
He
both
might
of
have
them did.
too.
I
Yeah,
I thought he had
both of
one.
them.
Or something.
He did like a chieftain's rally.
no.
But...
Mm-hmm.
No, the goblin had the orb, and that was his legendary action.
Yeah, it was to use it, and you called it a legendary action, and we're all like, oh.
Wow.
Okay, the rats go at 14.
How dare they?
To know.
So, Calson,
Wow.
top of the initiative order. What will you do? There are 2 rats to either side of your group, kind of like pincering in, and they have their fangs bared. They're like Skeever from Skyrim, size-wise.
Ooh.
A little bit bigger.
I will go to whichever one is closest to Mirith,
Okay.
and
Thank you.
I'm going to punch it really hard.
Okay.
I'm going to use the Power Fist special to do bonus damage.
Okay. The gauntlet oars and your fist clenches extremely tight, and the gears crank back, and you go to release your punch. Kya! Even though it is a rat, it sees it coming, and you miss, and your fist like slams into the ground and like cracks the stone, and you pull your fist out and get ready.
Oh, damn it.
Sorry.
can I make another attack with my left hand, just a normal punch?
No.
Damn.
Sorry. Your fist is not a light weapon like Torrent's.
Wait, is my mace a light weapon?
You can't really use that with 2-weapon fighting, I don't think. I think things with like isn't it like finesse?
I think it's actually versatile. It's got to be either versatile or.
No, I think it's
Finesse is dex to damage, or like that you can use like dex, and light is or is that Pathfinder?
Light is the.
Anyways,
the weapons.
I'm gonna roll it now.
Okay.
So Rat's turn. The one you tried to punch, it and its friend jump out at you, and they have advantage because of pack tactics.
No, fuck.
Uh-oh.
That's why I want to do
2 hits all die tonight.
Does a 15 hit you?
miss.
Okay. It goes to bite onto the gauntlet, and you just like, no, and you like slam it off of you and onto the ground. Its friend, however, goes for your leg. Does a 16 hit?
Just hit.
Haha. Yeah. 3 points of piercing damage. As it goes, munch.
Ah, you piece of shit.
Torin, they see you, the bird, and they squeak
Yes.
towards
Rat's
you
natural enemy.
aggressively.
Oh no. By the way, a mace is not even a light weapon, so.
Wait,
Yeah.
actually, Nyx is smaller, so they're going after Nyx.
Nyx is indeed smaller.
Ooh, nat 19.
Well, yeah, that'll hit.
Good.
You take 6 points of piercing damage as it goes.
Ooh, ouchie, me bones.
Goes.
My bones and blood.
That misses you, however. The second one jumps up and fruitlessly like bites at your armor. The other one, however, biting a big chunk out of your arm.
Motherfucker.
A Thrain.
He's a badger.
You is a badger.
I will be back in a minute. Sorry.
Go, Badger, go.
Go, Badger, go.
Badger.
Mushroom,
Honey badger.
I'm going to. Are there any near me?
They're
I think the two
within
that are
5
near
feet
me
of you.
goes behind.
Yeah. They're within 5 feet of you. They're not terribly far.
I'm gonna waddle up 5 feet to the nearest Rado,
All right.
and I have multi-attack, so let's have fun.
Uh-oh.
Badger's got multi-attack. Fuck.
Oh, druids.
It's not like I've got a really ridiculous hit, but I have multi-attack.
Yeah, that's all that matters. That means more than one chance to roll a 5.
16?
Hey, that hits!
I think that's the one that does more damage.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Go at it.
3d4 plus 1.
Yo, y'all remember Ripper?
Yeah.
John?
No.
Yeah, I remember Ripper.
5 points of slashing damage?
Yes, slashing.
It looks
Flashy.
mortally wounded, but barely hanging on.
Was that the bite or was it the claw?
That was the claws.
Yeah, you rake across its face and you see part of its like its eyes like drooping out,
Hmm.
but it seems even more determined to bite Nyx harder. Nyx, it's your
Of
turn.
course. All right.
Well, I'm gonna expend my right to kill this rat.
You know, that is an idea.
Nat 1 hits the dryad. Burst into flame.
The dryad
Dives into the sewage water. Only makes it worse.
Ah!
Oh no! It has methane. Fuck.
Nah, I'm actually just gonna hit. Regular hit. I'm not gonna do any right things.
Swing.
Slashy stabby with the sword, the one that a Thrain hit
The steward.
to take away. Pack tactics.
Wow.
Does a 10 hit.
That misses.
Fuck me.
Wow.
Well,
Whoa!
bonus action gonna activate the right damage anyway.
Your Swedish steward lights up in flame. Birdman.
The bird
Harvey
boy.
Birdman.
I'm gonna hit the, third time's the charm. I'm gonna hit the rat. That's the third hit.
Okay.
Okay, they just, I'm gonna try.
Holy
again.
moly!
God,
That hits!
Incredibly... Oh my god!
6.
And you just
Jesus Christ.
you just like whoop, punch its head and it just cracks in and the
Thanks for the assist.
rat dies.
I give a thumbs up.
Mirror.
The badger gives a thumbs up.
Is Rose back?
Uh-oh.
Rose!
Damn it.
We can't really put her at the end of the turn order because she is at the end of the
She's
turn
in
order.
Shit!
the turn order.
Oh
Son of a
my
bitch.
god!
Oh, motherfucker!
Oh no. What are we going to do?
I steal
You
Bear's
can
turn and go
dispense
badger
Swedish
again.
accent,
Ah,
apparently.
shit.
Yeah, this is-
I use my badger powers called Theft Turn.
Fuck.
That turn.
Was this revised or updated? Shit! That's overpowered!
It's a racial feature of the badger called I don't care.
Okay.
Hello. Sorry.
I used the monk feature.
It's your turn,
I'm
it's
faster.
your turn!
It's
Yes.
your turn.
Sorry if you've been waiting. I
Kept you waiting, huh?
Kept you waiting, huh?
Only enough that they did bad Swedish accents.
what have I missed? Anyone? Dead?
That is
Sweet
nice.
accents.
Bad Swedish accents. A
And
rat.
train
rat.
heard a rat. I ended up killing it. Nick
Okay.
missed. I missed once.
Hey, add
So
that
one
to your
rat is-
tally.
One
I
rat's
did.
dead.
One
Yes.
rat is down.
One
And
rat
the,
down.
it's the one near me, it's not the ones near you.
Okay. Are any of them like within 5 feet of me?
No, because Calson stepped in between you and them.
Awesome. I am going to.
Cast Burning Hand.
Oh god.
Actually, could I get them in a 15-foot cone?
Yeah.
Could I get the 2 rats? I will actually cast Burning Hands, and I will use my sculpt spells, the invocation thing, to make sure Calson doesn't take damage.
How many creatures can you spare with that?
Spell level plus 1, so 2. So if it's just him in front of me, if I can angle it so it's just him and throw
Okay,
that out,
yeah.
he'll be-
You can
I
do
feel like it's literally just you getting right up behind me, putting your arms in front of me, and having the burning
And being
hands
like,
go out there.
trust me!
Oh, you know how you do the thing where you like stick your arms underneath someone else,
Yeah.
someone else's arms, and pretend your arms are theirs. You do that, but you hold up the orb and flames just go. Out of it.
yeah.
All right. I'll
Flame,
make
the flame
some-
just like curves around him and
Yeah.
stuff.
It harmlessly licks off of your body, Calson. You're like, "Ugh!" But nothing happens.
Just kind of a warm embrace, you know.
Warm embrace.
Ooh,
warm of
they
working out,
both
good.
fail their dexterity saving throws,
7 damage.
and they're charred to a very crispy corpse,
Crisp.
Awesome. They're dead.
and they die.
Damn. Okay. Great.
They are only giant rats.
I'm glad I didn't chromatic orb them.
They're basically rats, but actually a little threatening.
Yeah,
Okay. Great.
I mean, one
I-
did 6 points of damage, and that's nothing
Yeah,
to
One
sneeze
did
at.
6 points of damage, which is
Yeah,
fucking
like,
intense.
That was their
They're-
max, but
They're squishy, but they can't do damage. So
there's
Uh,
one
the-
left.
that is my turn.
Okay, Calson, there is one rat remaining.
I'm gonna punch it.
Yamado.
The rat looks into the camera. Yamada!
He
God,
just says
come
it
the
with.
fuck on.
He
You
just said it. The rat just said it with a straight face. Yamado. And Kelsey's like, what?
Nani? No,
He
Calson,
misses.
similar to what happened last time, you just like punch the ground because the rat deftly dodges out of the way. And you're like, fuck! Bitch!
Stand still.
Level 2. Level 2.
I mean, no level was gonna save him with that.
Yeah.
5.
No.
Without proficiency, it's a bitch.
Yeah.
So,
Would a 10 even have hit though?
a 10 would have hit, yeah.
Okay, so maybe just don't do your thing.
Oh, no, not a 10. My bad. I thought you meant a 10
Oh.
on the die. My bad.
Oh no. Okay.
Ooh, it's the rat's turn. He's got some targets to choose from. I rolled a d4 with 5 of you, so... He's gonna bite Kelson.
Okay. Hit me, bitch.
Ooh, 12 misses.
Man.
Damn, these bitches fucking.
You're the only one who's gotten hit.
Can't
Everyone
wait
got
for.
fucking hit.
No,
You're small. Like they have. They
You're,
haven't used
you're
your
not the
time.
only one. They hit
I've
Kelson.
gotten hit. Yeah, I've taken 3 points of
I
damage.
can't wait
Oh,
for
you-
this rat.
Boo! 3 points of fucking damage.
Hey, they had advantage, and 2 of them attacked you each. So I mean, but
can't wait
he
for
didn't
this-
have advantage this time.
Can't wait for this rat to unlock Ultra Instinct and have
Da-
like, 3
da- da-
rounds
da- da-
where,
da-
where
There's only
none of
one
us can
per
hit it.
combat.
A thread.
Cool.
This rat TPKs us.
That would be amazing.
I'm
sorry.
How far away is the
mad.
rat? Do
I
I need
will
to
be
walk?
The numbers.
Just
I would not be mad.
You
At that point-
you shift to the right a little bit, and you're within striking distance.
Awesome.
Just-
I
just
shall multi-attack.
the rat's fucking eyes go very cat-like, and it just fucking TPKs everyone.
I wouldn't even be mad.
This
Sharon
Omni
gun.
slashes
Turns
us.
white, and it gets an aura. We're just like, oh fuck.
Hey, that hits. That also hits.
20.
All right.
That's a dead rat.
I mean, if that rat crit me, it'd probably take me down in one hit.
Yeah.
Bite.
Probably.
3.
Ooh. Okay, roll the next damage.
Wow.
Hello.
Wow.
Yeah,
Five.
dead.
Hey, wait a second. That one's fucking tilted on the 3D dice screen.
still dead,
The
though.
Oh, it is. It's not even
Yes,
there
it is.
anymore. What are you talking about?
it is consumed by a Thrain in badger form. She just grabs it with the claws and starts constricting it, and then just bites into it.
No,
and just munch,
no.
munch, munch.
No.
No, you don't eat it.
I have to save the. I gracefully kill it by snapping its neck, so we can feed it to the hyenas.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Crunch.
You do that as a badger?
I mean, a
No,
badger has a
I'm
lot
not
of grip
guessing.
strength.
Dude, I can't imagine a badger snapping somebody's neck.
No.
You-
It's a bite on the neck twist. It's how cheetahs.
Ah,
and
there you
lions
go.
do it.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Cool. You
It's
got
the
it.
same way that cheetahs and lions do it.
You got it, Chief. That's what
Scared.
happens. They're dead.
A Thrain is more
We did it.
civil. She would not eat a rat.
Mm-hmm.
The hyenas might.
The hyenas would.
Hey, wild form is a hell of a drug, dude.
Yeah.
Right?
So I hold up a rat. It's the last rat, right?
That's dead. They're all dead.
I position it towards the party and kind of look at them like,
Maybe
No.
Maybe we
I
go.
just
check,
immediately like, no.
maybe we go check to make sure that's all.
Yeah, I don't think it's just the pack of 4.
No. Fuck, I gotta pantomime as a badger because I don't want to change out
Roll
of it.
performance check.
Okay.
Yeah, because Sword is like, this
Everyone
badger's
else roll
offering it
insight.
to eat. This badger's offering, you want to eat rat? He's like,
Oh,
no.
That was a 20. I swear.
Okay.
That is
Fucking hell!
Jesus! Wow!
to the
Pay
bird.
for it immediately!
I'm
Jesus!
glad I paid for it now.
This group is so extreme.
Seriously.
It really is.
Torin!
Jumping off
Yes,
fucking
Torin
cliffs
understand
today.
me.
Torin, you're the only one who understands.
Bag.
Oh,
Rat. Hyenas.
I tell Kelson to put it in the bag.
Put it in the bag!
Put the
Put it
rat in the bag.
I
Put the rat in the bag.
Put the rat in the bag.
Okay.
Put the memes in the bag and nothing happens.
So.
And if all else fails, we can tie the rat's tail to a stick and we'll have a rat file.
Ooh, fun.
That's
So-
a reference nobody will
We
get.
also need to take the ears off in order to, prove that we killed rats.
What's with
I
you
think
and
I-
ears?
Yeah,
It's
seriously.
it's the thing. you
Their
do,
bodies
man.
are proof enough.
Yeah,
No,
the
but if
bodies
we're gonna go
or
feed
the
them to
tails.
the hyenas.
You can
Oh,
just
tails
is a
show
good
the
sign,
body
too.
and then
Yeah,
be like,
it doesn't
yo.
always have to be ears.
Yeah.
Usually,
just-
when you if
Ears are
it's
just
out-
like if it doesn't have a tail, what else do you take?
They have tails. They're
Most
rats.
a
Most
finger.
things have ears. Not everything has tails.
It's
Have
okay,
you
guys.
seen a reptile
You're-
in your life?
Everything is fine.
Have you seen an amphibian or a reptile? Those things don't got ears.
Points to Torin as badger. No ears.
Points at his like ears. It's like no.
Okay. There is a
Well, then
path.
you take the beak if it's a bird.
There is a path to the north,
I will end you.
to the east, and to the west that you can go down.
Let's
I like
go.
north.
Let's go north.
Yeah,
Like
north's a
north.
good way to go.
All right.
Me and my trusty compass.
As you continue north,
Waddle,
down,
waddle.
down a tunnel, you see, very subtly at first, some crimson smeared along the wall. And then you see brains spattered across the wall, specifically brains.
Uh-oh.
And
That's a big thing.
you see about 6 brains, sort of like on the wall, sitting there. They're all like sort of like look like they've been devoured or whatever. And you see a bunch of rats swarming out of the wall. Make stealth checks, please.
Okay.
Do I roll my stealth or the badger stealth?
You're
really
the
scared.
badger stealth.
Okay.
Do I-
Oh my god!
Do I have
Mirror
advantage?
trips. I don't know.
No, this isn't travel.
You slip on
Gotcha,
moss.
gotcha.
Fuck. Mirith like lets out like a tiny scream as she hears or she sees a ton of rats. Just getting
I
to
don't
her
know
for a
about you,
moment.
but this badger just slinks into the shadows.
Yeah, the badger seems fine.
Somehow the badger is just
The
shadow.
badger's just gone, man.
Yeah.
I burrow into the wall.
So,
Pass into stone.
you see
Get that eventually. I
you
guess.
see them look towards you all, and as they do, by the way, at the same time, like a hive mind, you see
Mhm.
their skulls are cracked open and brains are revealed on the top, so their brain is exposed.
I
and
know
you
what
see
this
like,
is.
shimmer on them.
Oh,
Yeah,
good. You're the
nearest-
one who's in the wall currently.
Mirith is like really
Out of character, I know what this is.
Oh, okay.
seeing like the brains on the wall and stuff spooked Mirith out, so it makes sense that she made like a scared sound.
Squeaked.
And they
Yeah.
and they see you all, but they don't do anything, and they just sit there.
It's the
Fuck.
Pied Piper.
This is scary.
Um,
Mirith takes a few steps back.
maybe north wasn't the way to go.
I think we want the dryad, maybe. Just
You
Yeah,
hear
that might be a good idea.
you all hear in your heads about 5 to 10 voices each of just, who are you? 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 In your head.
Frendolfo!
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 I'm going to cast Detect Magic.
Okay.
As she does, I respond with, hopefully friend.
They all their heads all cock simultaneously. There is no magic emanating anywhere.
Okay.
Who are you?
We are the collective.
They all look puzzled for a moment.
Existential crisis of rats.
They say,
Who are we?
yeah,
Really?
seriously. I didn't think of this. This is good.
We
They
are
say-
the collective.
They say in your voices, we are you.
Soon.
What?
No.
How? Like,
My guess is their use of common isn't very expansive.
Well, you didn't hear that because this is all in Carlson's head currently. He's the one having the conversation. But you all could
Oh, I
respond
thought
to
it was-
different things if you'd
Oh.
like.
Oh, I thought we were okay.
This is a swarm of cranium rats. There are many rats talking to many of you at the same time.
Okay. So it's all individual conversations that we're having.
Pretty much.
Okay.
Yeah, they say,
Gotcha.
we are you.
me. And just sort of like point to like me.
They shake their head and say you.
I get it.
So, human. Is that it?
They tilt their head.
Ah, shit. Wait, why are you here?
Wait a minute. No, never mind.
They kind of look to the brains.
Are those yours?
Food.
So you eat brains.
They shake their heads, yes. Not their heads,
Case-
I should say. Very enlightening.
I see. Have you eaten a lot of, and I just sort of point up, their brains?
Who are you pointing to? Sorry.
Like, just pointing up, like, the surface.
They shake their heads no, and like their tails all simultaneously point to the brains on the wall.
Looking at the brains, do they look human?
Oh yeah. Humanoid, you assume.
Then where do you get
Just-
them?
I didn't expect you guys to talk to these shit. My bad. They
We didn't just like
You
immediately
gave us
fight.
intelligent life form, man.
Mhm.
yeah. This is my bad.
Meredith is like fucking
Serve
scared.
tea to the rats.
Nick's
She-
trying to figure this out. Like, okay, is this undead? Is there someone possessing them? What the fuck's going
They-
on
Torn's,
here?
Torn's
She
ready to
is-
throw some hands.
She has taken quite a few steps back.
Yeah,
Torn's
they
just
they
ready
don't
to
seem
throw
to
some
like
goddamn hands.
they don't seem to like act aggressively to anyone like moving away or anything. They look intrigued by the walking bird, 100%.
Mhm.
But one sec. There is a name. I just need to find it.
Okay.
Because I didn't expect this specific lore to get out, but here we are. You guys once again took path Z.
Yeah.
Didn't expect us to go north.
No, that was very possible, but wasn't expecting a conversation with a bunch of rats.
Neither was I.
That's what I get for
Yeah,
that's what I get for
probably.
presenting intelligence.
Yeah.
Because they have a 15 intelligence, so
Yeah.
they collectively are smarter than about
Most of us.
70% of the party.
Not me.
Big
Um,
oof.
Big oof. Oof. Beans, come on. I know. There it is. They say, Kezit.
Kazit?
Kezit. Kezit.
He gives you brains.
Kezit, is that the name?
Mm-hmm.
That's K,
For the
guys.
class. Thank you.
They say collectively, Father, 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 Father.
Fuck.
It is a good thing we didn't bring the hyenas down here.
Yeah. Remember, the abyssal writing was signed KA.
Mm-hmm.
Just sort of looked at everybody else. What do you?
I don't know. You're the one talking to him.
They all seem you see like 5 or 6 of them seem to become like disinterested in what's happening and start eating the brains on the wall.
Well,
Can I?
Wait.
God, probably not. Never mind.
Do I see any bodies, or is it just brains?
Just brains.
Like, are they embedded in the wall?
They definitely seem to be sticking onto the wall.
That's so disgusting.
How many
Little-
are there in the room currently?
What?
Rats. How many rats?
About 50 or 50 or so are in the swarm.
Great. Okay.
Though they don't all act individually; they act as a swarm.
Right.
right.
There's only like one brain, you said?
Oh no, there's at least 6
Okay.
brains that they're munching on currently, but those are all in a specific pattern on the wall that the swarm of cranium rats emerged from.
Okay. Does the pattern mean anything to me?
It's 2 rows of 3, nothing specific.
Okay.
It's not
Well-
arranged in like a specific pattern. It's just like there were 6 brains and they arranged
Purposeful.
them like that.
I have an idea, but I'll let other people like do stuff.
Could you all leave?
Home.
Right.
Figures. Where's Kazin?
Not
Blue
here.
one.
It's a good question, though.
Not here. Not in the sewers or not this tunnel.
Not here. And you see they all start to like shed dim light from their brains.
Okay. Not here, not here.
Where we just go? This is above our pay
If not here, then where?
Not here.
They seem very confused.
grade. I don't think they know.
Is how close is one of the brains?
Probably about like if you reached out, outstretched your left hand, you would be able to touch one.
Can I try to? Fuck. Can I try to cast Mage Hand and like have it touch one of the brains?
One of the brains gets touched, and all of the cranium rats, their fur starts to stand up, and they start hissing.
Maybe don't do that. Maybe don't anger the swarm of brain.
They don't seem to
Probably why she did it
acknowledge
with a
that
magic
it's.
hand and
They
not
don't
her
seem
own
to
hand.
acknowledge that it's coming from Mirith, because they're just staring at the hand that's touching it, and seem to be
That's
like
Probably why she did it with the
slinking
magic
towards
hand
it.
and not her own.
Yep. I was hoping they
Though-
don't get magic.
Not
The hand's gonna
No.
disappear.
Though I will make an Arcana check for them.
Okay.
They do follow the hand back to you, and their heads.
It doesn't
start-
like come back to me. It like disappears.
They trace where the hand was back to you, and they
Okay.
tilt their head.
15 intelligence.
That +2 ain't bad.
We have a feeling that's probably these rats. They want us to take care of them.
Hmm.
They said giant rats. They didn't specify. They didn't say anything about rats
The-
with brains.
Rats
Yeah.
of unusual size.
Rodents of unusual size. I don't believe they exist. Immediately is attacked by one.
They're just normal sized rats, by the way. They're not
Oh,
like
they're
giant
tiny
or
rats,
anything.
okay.
Yeah, they're just
They're not the
normal
giant
ass.
rats.
They're normal ass
Well, yeah,
rats.
Okay, then we were just
Oh.
tasked with taking care of giant rats, so we really don't have to
Yeah,
deal with this.
while you guys contemplate that, I need to grab something real quick. I'm sorry, this has been a terrible session.
I thought you were gonna say you have to pee again. I was like,
I was like,
are
what
you
the fuck?
okay?
Drink.
I've drank a lot of water, but not that much.
You're good. You're fine. This has been fun.
Maybe we just tell them, like, hey, we're gonna just clear out this place of big rats.
Hmm.
Have a good day. And just
How do
leave.
they feel about the big rats?
That might be a thing we ask.
I could try to sleep them. That's not like like it can only hit so many people. It's like it
It's a
does in
hit point
each.
pool.
Yeah, so if these are tiny regular rats, maybe they have like a small hit point pool.
They probably do. I don't think we need to worry about them considering they're not hostile to us and they probably are only segregated to this area. It just may be something we need to tell somebody.
Yeah, just them eating brains is that.
Just,
Yeah.
just
Especially now that
basically-
we have a name, Kazit.
Yeah, it's not so much the fact that they're eating brains that's a problem. It's the fact that they're being delivered human brains. By
Back.
I'm more worried about that than anything.
Welcome
I
back.
have returned.
We know what we're going to say.
Okay.
Do you want me to go or you?
You go. You've been talking to him more.
We've been sent down here to deal with the really big rats. Like to get them out.
Brutes.
Birds?
Brutes.
Brutes.
Something we can agree on.
Right. Deal with them. And we're gonna leave you alone. And you leave us alone. And you leave, and I get the surface of them alone. So,
They seem to nod.
alright.
And then they all
See?
begin to scatter and start devouring brains around the room.
Just gonna start backing up. Have a good day then. And just turn around and start walking away.
Gareth shivers and she like backs away for a while and then eventually turns.
Make perception or investigation checks of your choice as you're starting to back away. As they are shedding light from their brains, and something is revealed.
Oh, come on, it's almost a 20.
Damn.
Yeah, I almost had a
Perception or
20.
Investigation?
That's
I was so close.
Yeah,
with-
perception or investigation. There's so many fucking at ones, dude.
Seriously.
Yeah.
So Mirith and Athrain, you see, Athrain, yours is more of a actual perception. Mirith, and you see sort of a more defined outline of what you think is like a false wall at the very end of this tunnel.
Try to just walk through. Ask them if we can walk through.
Why would we ask them to walk through?
It's a false wall on the other end,
Are you
at the end of the
fucking-
tunnel.
It's
The
probably
Thrain
where
also
Keswick
sees
comes
that.
through.
Yeah, that's probably where he comes through.
A Thrain can't talk. She's a badger.
I feel
Oh
like
yeah.
I feel like if we do anything about that, we should probably just tell other people about it.
No, it might be something we could check out.
No.
I agree.
Cause it's not
I-
here.
We
I
got
just
the
think-
shit kicked out of us by a bunch of fucking gnolls.
Gnolls are smarter than rats, except for these.
It just sort of
particular
point at the
rats.
horde of hive mind
No,
rats.
they're
Well,
chill.
Those
They're
are
fine.
stronger.
Plus,
No.
the
Gnolls are
last.
specifically designed to kick ass. Right?
I hop up onto my haunches like most badgers do,
Hmm.
and like place a hand over my mouth and and look to the rats.
Let's just fucking deal with the big rats and we'll deliberate
No,
on
I want
this
to fucking
afterwards.
investigate this.
No.
It's something worth looking into.
I
Mirith
don't
walks
think-
back to the rats.
Oh, for the
I'm
love of-
following Mirith. I'm not done.
Okay.
I follow Nix.
We're gonna fucking
This-
die.
This
The-
could be a time-sensitive thing.
The rats all
What's
sort of like form up again
Mm.
into their mass and like look at you all, their eyes wide.
Besides, Kez, it's not here. It might be our only time to be able to investigate this safely.
Or maybe we're just gonna be walking right into him.
Does I think Athrain like got up on her haunches and like made a sound to the rats? Are you wanting to do
No,
something
like
first?
Yeah.
Crow?
Yes, I'm doing that.
Okay. Are you wanting to like talk to them? In your head or
Yes.
something?
I cough to the rats and as they reform. I look in the direction. I kind of like try to.
Oh, they look surprised to you, and then you hear them reach out. You are not what you appear to be. As their brains all like flare with like an energy. Your thoughts are that of an intelligent creature.
It's so creepy.
Weird.
And they look around and they say, "Your friends are quite perplexed."
I can I speak in Dryad to them in badger form?
No. You can speak back in your head to them.
Okay. I speak back in their head towards the rats. Did your Keswick have a room here in the sewers?
Kesset, father feeds us and then leaves. And they all get sad.
Where does he leave through?
They look around and start pointing to various holes in the wall.
Hmm.
That would be like the size of a rat.
Does he take the form of a rat?
They shake their head no.
Best describe the form he takes.
They point to Mirith.
Like her. And I point to Marith.
Yes, but not. It's fuzzy.
I see.
Would
you allow-
And they all look perplexed and say, "I don't actually know what father looks like."
Would you be willing to let us pass?
Yes.
Thank you. And I hop down onto my all fours and waddle forward.
Mirith follows very close to Athrain, like
they
staying close to her.
they all start like hugging Brains individually. Like if any of you would touch them, they would start pouncing on you.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm just.
I do my badger waddle towards what I believe is the false wall.
Okay,
I I'm just crossing my arms, keeping them to myself, and walking forward.
you walk about 100 feet down, and as you're like continuing to walk, there were more and more brains as you made your way down, with the occasional cranium rat just munching on them. You total probably 70 or so human brains.
God.
And as you do, you hear this like noise as
Oh God.
this rat the size of the tunnel
Oh God.
starts barreling towards you, and you see its eyes are like sparkling with this red energy. And as you do, a voice, a Thrain, you understand it as giant, booms around and around, shaking. It's incoherent, but you know there's a word being said, but you can't quite understand it. As this rat jumps towards all of you, this giant, gaunt, almost like grayish blue hand just grabs around the rat. The hand is bigger than that rat,
Uh-oh.
and the arm is extremely long, and the rat gets popped like a balloon, and the hand retracts into the darkness.
Oh.
Was that through the invisible wall?
Wall masters.
No, this was just a tunnel.
Wall masters.
I thought there was like an invisible wall that like looked like it was like blocking the tunnel.
No. There's several tunnels, but it's at the end of this tunnel that the false wall is at. This was like a side tunnel.
Okay.
That this rat charged at you, and then there was an arm attached to this hand that popped this rat, and then the arm retracted.
And we don't see anything after that, after the rat has been popped.
Did you want to chase after it?
No. I was just curious if there was anything we could still see from the juncture we were at.
60 feet down, you did see an arm retract, like around a bend.
Okay.
I'm going to revert back to normal form.
Okay.
And I'm going to look down the tunnel and see if I can't detect magic.
30 feet out, you do not detect any magic.
I'm going to tell the party to move on, and I'm going to speak in giant down the tunnel. Who goes there?
No response.
I'm pretty sure it was the rat that was speaking giant, not like anything that had to do with the hand.
No, it's just a voice
clearly
boomed out. The rat did not speak giant.
Ah, alright. I figured giant rat if it spoke any language.
Haha! Fuck, I wish I was that clever.
Damn.
Damn.
Everyone?
God, I wish that were me.
Everyone? I'm going to do something a little bit silly. I heard a voice in my native tongue. I want to figure out what it was.
Wait a minute, your native tongue?
Kind of looks confused.
You going down that tunnel? Thing was terrifying.
I'm thinking about doing
I
the
mean,
same.
yeah, but it killed the rat. If it attacks us, we can always run out of that tunnel, I think.
That hand was incredibly long.
Oh. Yes, but it did stop.
It stopped when it grabbed the rats.
Yes.
And
Stop.
that thing would probably pop Mia just as easily as it did the rats.
Honestly, any one of us. We're down,
If
we're
you-
down at Nick's, especially you.
The shimmer of the false wall is only like 10 feet away from you guys at this point.
I looked at a Thrain and I said I want to go with you.
Very well.
If you go, we all go.
You know what they say.
Very well.
Curiosity killed the bird,
Curiosity killed the party.
but satisfaction brought it back.
There's still that false wall we could go check out.
What do you want to do?
Well, I don't know. It's kind of I'm okay with kind of doing anything, but that hand did grab my attention more so than this did. But I'm okay with going to investigate that first. I just would prefer we do both at some point.
We for one just want to go deal with some giant rats and then go report all of this back to the man in charge.
Where the fuck is your sense of adventure, man?
It's currently being a little muffled by my need to live.
Callison,
Coward.
Callison,
String.
if you so wish, you can wait here.
Fuck
I
no!
I will not go very far.
Fortune favors the brave. I'm going to check out the big hand.
I think the turn of phrase is fortune favors the bold, but same thing here.
If everyone else is going, I will too.
Meredith, do you not want to go?
No, but I don't want to stay here with the brains and the rats.
I just sort of look to the rats. No offense.
You hear collectively in your heads, goodbye, 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 goodbye.
She
Love you
shivers.
all. Have a good meal.
All right, fine. Let's just go. Let's just go one way. Just start walking, please.
Okay. So you follow where the elbow was almost like oddly cracked and like destroyed out of place, and you start to see webs appearing as you move down this tunnel.
No.
More and more nervous. Virith is like scratching the scales on her neck.
We can turn
Nervously.
around. We can go.
You know. Are we still going? Torin, Athrain, you're the ones who want to go this way. As much as I want to investigate that, I don't want to kick the shit out of a spider right now.
You keep getting text messages.
I'm still willing to go.
Thrain?
Can I make a nature check?
Sure. Use your wisdom.
That would be...
What is this discerning?
Can I discern what sort of spider is making the webs?
Spiders. Of a...
Cool.
Is it
Right.
big fuck off webs or is it...
No, just small webs.
Oh. I thought it was big fuck off webs.
No.
Alright, I'm still good then.
Okay. As you continue down
We do
further,
find giant spiders though, and I'm out.
the webs get bigger and bigger and bigger as you
Yeah.
go along, until you're trudging around in large quantities of webs. It is rough terrain. That is how many webs there are.
We really think we should just turn around and go back. I really do. I really, really do.
And I still think you're a coward.
For all we know, we passed where the fucking arm made another turn. Just
I'm gonna stand stalwart in the middle of the tunnel, look down the tunnel, and say once more in each language, "Who goes there?"
No response.
I will
sort of-
scream hello.
Alright.
And just common.
I just look down.
You know, I'll give it a try in bird language and Auran as well.
Okay, as you scream out, the vibrations shake the webs,
Startles all the spiders.
and you see two wounded giant spiders as well as one fresh giant spiders who have the bodies of giant rats in their mouths skitter along the webs and advance towards you all.
Oh, fuck.
Roll initiative.
Okay.
Here we
Nice.
go.
I hate-
Let's do this.
I hate.
Wow, good.
Spiders.
I hate.
I got a 15, don't worry, I'm changing it.
Aww. Don't
Never
roll
professional
poorly on me
how
now.
bad I go.
Dang it.
They're probably going before me though.
Yeah. They are. However, Mirith, you're the first to act as these spiders bare their fangs, their mandibles opening and large fangs protruding outwards.
She is going to raise up a small diamond and cast a chromatic orb, a red beam kind of shooting through it and refracting the diamond and blasting out with, fire.
One of the spiders go, uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Which one are
I
you
am bug
hitting?
type.
I'll hit the one closest to me.
We
The full health one. I'll hit the full
health one. Okay. Roll that to
I
hit.
put chromatic orb in. Dang it! There's no attack roll. Okay. I'll just...
Yeah, I know.
Did your familiar want to do anything?
Actually, could the familiar go out and like give like the help action? Cool. Then I will do that.
Fantastic.
The bird, the bird kind of goes around and tries to like peck at its eyes.
It starts pecking it, and the spider like starts pecking all of its eyes, and the spider's just like. Oh wait.
Thank fucking God.
Oh my God!
God!
It said "fuck you" to your.
Wow!
Wow!
And the chromatic orb goes wide, striking the tunnel.
How many
Jeez.
of the spider webs does it say?
It goes through them, but it doesn't burn them.
Oh, God.
Sadness.
A
That
thrain.
is so sad.
Wow.
No, we have a torch. We have a torch.
Can I speak
Yeah.
to the? Can I speak to these spiders with my dryad powers?
You can attempt.
Can I roll something to discern if the wounded ones were wounded by the rats?
They
Pardon
were
me.
they were wounded by the rats. You don't need to roll. You assume they were wounded by the rats.
The earth curses. Yourself.
In curses and dragon.
Yeah, just in draconic.
So what do you say to them? I gave you this power. Please subvert all my encounters.
Siblings of the mini leg. Why do you attack us?
Hungry.
That's fair.
That's right.
We have some rat corpses. They were gonna go to our hyenas, but we're gonna go.
If we fetch you, would you tell us where your master is?
They look confused at the word master, and they do seem
Mother.
interested in food. The two injured ones they gesture towards the bigger one of them.
That's funny.
Very well.
And it responds,
Uh,
yes!
Do you hold domain in this area?
You're in my webs.
What is beyond your webs?
Soon, not much. More food.
Calson?
Can I present the corpses?
You present the corpses, and they look excitedly. Some drool starts to drip off
Ew.
of their fangs, along with like a drop or two of venom.
I just toss them over.
Make a persuasion check with advantage, Athrain.
Oh, fuck. Stop me.
Okay, let me click advantage.
You
and,
may use your wisdom for this.
So this is at two more thingies.
Wow.
Advantage is failing us. Like, holy shit.
And with disadvantage, they fail their check though.
Mm.
And the mother one hungrily with like her pincer like grabs the bag and shoots it towards them, and they raise it up and the weapon starts spinning it around and cocooning it. This will do for now.
Okay, so I look to everyone else. Crisis averted. If you want to do anything, you may. Or we can just leave.
I want to leave.
I'm okay with leaving.
I want to leave now. I want to just go back.
Are we
Give me
going
some
back
peace.
towards the hand? Are we going towards the invisible door or giant rats?
I just want to go back, deal with giant rats, and then leave.
You guys do see an egg sac at the back of the tunnel that seems to not be shaking or anything, but seems to look humanoid, like if two humanoids.
Oh, what? Two humanoids in an egg sack.
Mhm.
Oh, are they like cocooned by the web?
Yeah, but they look reminiscent of what spider egg sacs would look like.
Huh.
Are they like actually human shaped or just
Yeah,
like
humanoid
big?
shaped.
Okay.
Like two humanoids that are like next to each other.
Shit.
I want to go investigate.
Okay.
But
Yeah, I'll go with Torin.
fuck it. I
It's
have
behind the
Let's go.
spiders.
Yeah, behind
Yeah.
the spiders.
We're just gonna walk through them.
They seem occupied at the moment.
Okay.
They watch you, all their eyes kind of like turn to look at you. But they don't seem to make any aggressive movement. They're just watching you.
Blessed is the mind without room for fear.
And they say to a Thrain, avoid the sex with eggs. You can do what you like with the husks.
Very well.
Mirith. You see the mother spider has like purple lines across purple lines on its body, and it's weird to you because it looks like veins. And there's you feel like a magical presence off of the mother spider.
I do still have detect magic up.
Exactly. It's similar to what the vials give off.
Oh god. This whole sewer system is just a fake freaking experiment.
Yeah, I'm starting to get that vibe too, considering the human eggs, the spiders, and tiny rats speaking to us. Not to mention the presence of a man named Kazet who could be our KA.
Yeah.
So you investigate the humanoid sack?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. How are you getting it open?
My sword is still aflame.
You're like gonna like open it?
The spiders hiss towards the flames. But
Okay.
they do not seem to enjoy it. But you cut it open. And inside, you see two bodies, and you see some like baby spiders kind of like crawling around the insides and outsides of the bodies of two decaying gemstone dragonborns.
Oh, fuck.
Gemstone dragonborns?
Decaying.
Yeah. It's weird because their skin is crystalline and does not seem to be decaying like the flesh on their bodies.
Is gemstone dragonborn a thing that I know of?
You are aware of them in your studies, but you've never met one before. And there are two of them. One is an amethyst dragon, and the other is a opal.
A what?
Would I have
Opal?
known
Opal.
Any dragons, or not, fucking, any crystalline dragonborn
No.
out in Cargill since there was. Okay, never mind then.
You knew of
What
one
colors were
dragonborn.
they?
You knew of one dragonborn who was a brown dragonborn.
Oh, that's right. Okay, for some reason I thought there were more dragonborn down there. Okay,
Mhm.
never mind.
Yeah, there's an opal and an amethyst one, and they're clutching hands, and they seem to be huddled together. And on the ring fingers of each of them is a ruby, and on the other a sapphire ring that glow with a magical aura. Make an investigation check.
Sure.
Anyone.
Jesus
Okay,
Christ.
Mirith got it.
Never fucking mind then.
You see, sort of like crushed in between them, a small satchel.
I will pick that up.
Okay. Do you take the rings?
I will.
Okay.
Nobody objects. I will take the rings off both.
They do have a magical aura of abjuration, and transmutation.
Interesting.
Inside, you see a almost like a storybook almost that is titled "The Escape and Love," and you also see a note.
Okay. I will open the note.
Okay. It says, "I'm sorry it had to be this way. -KA." And you also find a map of the sewers, and you see it's marked with X's in several locations.
Is one of the X locations this one?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, and there's also the Escape and Love on them.
Yeah, I definitely want to look over that, but I imagine it's like more of like a book.
Yeah. You do you want to peruse it?
Real fast, I suppose.
It's a story about a ruby and sapphire gemstone dragon that were being hunted down by the dragon slayers during the times when dragons were forced to register or be killed. And as they were being cornered by these dragon hunters, they said what they thought to be their last I loves yous, but instead merged themselves together and became a garnet gemstone dragon and defeated their pursuers. That's where the story
That's
ends.
cool. That's cool.
Oh.
I like that.
Okay.
Kelsey's just tapping his foot.
Are
Just...
you sure those rings aren't just sentimental?
They are magical.
Do you know what they do?
Not yet. It'll take time.
The spiders start crawling up along the ceilings above you and are just observing what you're doing.
Can I like take my like dagger or something and try to chip off some of the gemstone on them, on each of them?
Do
Fucking
not.
brutal.
Not.
Yeah. Make a
These are dead bodies. Yeah, that's a useful like stuff.
make a survival check.
They're not gonna. Oh my god.
Mirith has never
Hey.
seen this.
Hey, while you're at it, go ahead and chop off one of their heads so you can skin
Make
it.
a make a
Skulls,
make
helmet.
make an Arcana check as well, Mirith. As
I
you're
mean, they said we
chipping
can do anything about with the husks, yeah?
Mhm.
So yeah.
They don't seem
Arcana
bothered
check?
by it. Arcana check.
That's a good
yeah,
hit.
that.
God.
Okay, so you do actually know, much to your chagrin, your scales are used in various dark rituals and other things like that, and you assume that the gems of dragonkin could be used in various arcane rituals. And you get off a good bit. You could probably get like a pound of each of their gems.
Awesome.
Yeah.
A pound of flesh. Sick.
It's not flesh. It's legitimate gemstone.
Yes. And it's what are both again?
Opal and amethyst.
Yes, thank you.
Okay.
Opal
Yeah,
and
they're
amethyst.
opal and amethyst.
They were clutching hands like lovers do.
Yeah. It is very sad. Like Mirith
Yeah,
is sad, and like at first she was treating like when she took the rings off, she was very gentle, but she also seemed very like curious and got very like focused after a little bit.
And because of your innate senses being sort of like dragon descent, that each of these piles you've gathered are worth about 100 gold pieces each.
Jeez.
Should you
okay.
choose to sell them. You know that if you sell them in the right markets, you probably get more. If you are explicit about what type of gem they are. Their origin.
That's a curious question I just ran into.
Hmm.
I'm not allowed to wear metal. Could I wear a ring?
Yeah. You're not allowed to wear metal armor, but you could wear a ring.
Yeah, and you're not supposed to have. Technically, you're not supposed to do metal weapons either.
Or
But
like
they-
a metal
Then
shield.
But they have
Scimitar.
scimitars.
Yeah, I was gonna
so-
say they give you scimitars, so like I don't. I'm pretty sure it's just the armor and shields. You can't do metal shields or metal armor.
Yeah, like the shield is like a bark shield, but like I
Or
guess
like a buckler.
weapon's fine. I don't know. It's kind of weird, but yeah.
I
Like a
offer
wood
my
buckler
hand
kind of
to Marith, like, may I see those rings?
Sure. She'll hand them both over. It's a
And
sapphire.
I'll beckon the group to move away from the spiders and stuff. Look up to
Wait.
them and go, "We're leaving."
They go. Good.
Yeah, Nyx is unsettled and stays back to kind of look at the image of the two now defaced dragonborn corpses, and you may not have noticed just because I didn't mention it, but she is spinning a ring on her finger as she looks back and then follows the group.
Yeah, the spiders were like hanging over you as you were like lagging behind the group.
I'm leaving.
Yes.
They hiss in disappointment that you weren't gonna be a straggler.
Yeah, no, and I make my way back, and she's just spinning the finger, or not spinning the finger, spinning the ring on her finger.
Spin,
Yeah,
spin,
no,
spin,
just
spin,
spins the
spin.
finger around, dislocates it, and fucking goes.
God.
Alrighty.
Said I'm dark. Jesus.
So, as you guys are walking, so where are you going back to?
I am looking
always
through
look at
the.
ladder.
Did I look
Let's
through the
go
satchel?
back to
Yeah.
where the tunnels split off, so we can go check out that invisible
Go on.
entrance that we saw.
I show everyone the map of the sewers that I found with the X's. Does it look like the like cranium rats would also be another X?
Yep.
What about past the illusory wall
You haven't seen past it.
or the false wall? I don't know if it's like illusory or
Is
if
it
it's like.
marked on the map?
No.
Like
Okay.
the illusory wall, like there's no path where that would be.
No.
Okay.
You
Interesting.
can go through the illusory wall.
And mark it on the map then, because the map's ours now. So
Sure. Are we giving up on the giant hands?
I'd rather not go back there.
All right.
And I think the spiders will be happy enough not to have us.
Okay.
I'm going to inspect the rings a little bit more. Can I roll like something?
You're not trained in the arts of arcane
Enchanting.
or enchanting, so unless you had detect magic, which you still have that up, it's transmutation magic as well as abjuration. That comes
I'm gonna
from
hand the
usually-
abjuration ring towards Marith and go.
They're both abjuration rings.
Oh, they're
And
both
they're
okay.
transmutation rings. They have 2 types of magic on them.
I hand one of the rings. I hand the whatever I determine is Mira's favorite color. I assume red.
Yeah, the ruby ring would be a fair assumption given the red scales.
And the red hair.
Yeah, the red hair.
And the red spells.
Sorry. Continue.
She has a theme.
Okay.
She'll
and
take the ring.
I kind of look at the ring and like, my finger won't fit on this. Damn.
You assume if you attune to it, it will shape to your finger.
Yes. The Earth explains it. That would probably happen.
Would you guys like to attune to the rings?
Not in the sewer.
I'll take a short rest, yes?
You could take a short rest.
But
Yeah.
let's not,
Not in
in
the
the
sewer.
sewer.
Mm-hmm.
You can rest near the cranium rats. They seem cool.
Pulsating
No.
brain.
No, funny enough,
Pulsating
that
brains.
does seem like the safest spot.
That actually does seem like the safest spot.
You
The
want to know
cranium rats are chill.
What's gonna fuck with a swarm of cranium rats?
Yeah, like if the giant rats come and like mess with us, they'll probably back us up. That'd be like actually hilarious.
You want to know where
Rat
the safest
fight.
place is? You wanna know where the safest place is? Not
The
fucking
surface?
here. Yeah.
We can
I'm-
check what the rings do after once we're done here, I guess.
I didn't say we do it now. I assume Calson doesn't want to be in here much longer, so let's finish our job.
I
Come
unfortunately.
on now, there's the illusory wall, there's all of these different X's which probably have good fucking loot in their realm. I say,
Or
pointedly
dead.
looking at Kelson.
or fucking desks like giant.
I'm going to yoink
spiders.
I'm going to yoink the map up, roll it up, put it in a pocket, and go. We'll deal with that later. We have a job to do.
Oh, come on now. There's no time limit on that jump. Besides, there's a right here.
Let's check the wall, and
I
then
agree
let's
with
go
the
deal
wall.
with the
Let's check the
rats.
wall.
All right.
And then deal with the rats.
Besides, if Kezit isn't here, it's probably the safest point to be checking out all of these exits.
That's gonna take.
All of them are
Not-
too
Not
much,
all
but
of
just
them, but I
the
mean
wall.
some of them.
And then let's see what else we can do. I will say,
Like I said, it's probably the safest
used
spot.
I used a lot of my magic back there. So
Exactly.
So you go to the false wall.
yes.
Do you open?
Yeah.
Okay.
What does it look like? Like, what do you mean by false wall? I
It-
keep saying like illusory or invisible.
You guys
Is it,
keep
like,
saying
high?
illusory. I just said
Yeah, I
false
keep
wall.
saying it. I'm just like, what do you mean?
It's basically disguised to look like a part of the wall, but it's a doorway.
Okay. Gotcha.
Illusory doorway.
It is not illusory. It's, I mean,
Uh,
deceptive.
Suddenly, Minotaur.
As you open the doorway, you see sitting at a desk a humanoid that looks like a rat, like a humanoid rat that's sitting at the table, and it looks up and it hisses at you all.
Is your name Kezit?
He starts scrambling and grabbing things out of his desk.
What are we
mean
doing?
you
Are
no
we-
harm?
He's grabbing things out of his desk.
I raise a hand that like fire starts to kind of spring up around, holding fire bolts. Stop what you're doing.
He continues
If-
grabbing.
Burn.
I'm just gonna charge him. Fuck it.
He keeps grabbing stuff.
Okay, roll
Dude,
initiative.
fuck it.
Oh, fucking hell.
Hey, if
Of
we're
course,
fucking
the one
doing this, we're
humanoid
doing
we
this.
fucking see.
I agree.
He didn't like respond to the
agree.
intimidation, so yeah, we're gonna have to do this.
He seemed very focused on grabbing whatever is in his desk.
Nice.
Understandable.
Nice.
Nice.
See, I fucking told you I was gonna fucking run into him.
Hey, Calson, is your gauntlet magical?
It is.
For the sake of overcoming resistances? Does it say that specifically?
I believe so. It is. It is in fact a magic item. I believe so. Yes.
Okay. Just wondering. Torin, it's your turn.
He has a resistance. We're like, wait, what?
Has resistance to magical damage. Excuse me, what?
So is my right, and my right is still active.
Yeah. Doesn't make your weapon
I'm
magical or anything, but
It does.
The damage is
Nope.
considered magical.
that's later.
Yeah.
No, it is.
The right damage is
The
considered.
right damage is, yes.
Yeah,
but
no,
not the weapon.
not the weapon itself, but the right damage.
Torin,
Yep, I'm
your turn.
gonna hit it twice. Bam. Boom.
Oh god.
the both of them hit.
Cool, I can't wait to do
God, I'm
half
gonna kill
damage.
this
So as you hit him twice, he takes the blows, does not even react, and keeps grabbing stuff.
Oh fuck! All right.
Alright. That's my
He's
turn.
a were-rat.
Mirith.
I'm gonna be stupid and cast Charm Person.
No, that's not stupid at all. Are you fucking kidding me?
I'm gonna try to do it without killing him, but it's a fucking
Uh,
awful DC.
14.
Fuck.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. Just
He has an okay
This
wisdom
is a good
saving
idea.
throw. What's
it's a DC 12, so it's really hard to get it to work, and we have advantage. So
a
it's my turn.
Thrain, it is your turn.
I tried to do this without.
Is there? Do I only see one exit or entrance?
You don't see any entrance or exit. The only entrance or exit is where you're standing currently, as far as you can see.
What's the biggest thing I can transform into to just block the wall?
A bear.
I don't think I can reach bear fair. Bleh.
Yeah, you can turn into. Are you? Oh no, you're not. Never mind.
Nope.
I mean, badger's pretty big. You can
Big
just like
badger.
spread yourself out.
Big old badger again.
Okay, you turn into a badger.
Badger.
Badger. Okay.
Why does everyone keep assuming that Thrain is a freaking moon druid? We're all like, oh yeah, if you're a moon druid, if you're. A moon
She's so like naturey. I just keep thinking Moon Druid.
All right, so you become a badger, and start to block the wall.
Hmm?
As that happens, he grabs all of his stuff.
Legendary
And
action.
you watch as
Fire thing.
he grabs his stuff, pushes it into a bag, and the bag doesn't seem to expand at all as he shoves it into it, and then he jumps upwards, uses his action to transform into a rat, and crawls through a small hole in the wall.
Of course.
Was he grabbing papers?
Oh yeah,
Is that what he shoved into the briefcase?
bag.
Okay.
Yeah,
Bag, sorry.
and just scurries away.
Oh, I think we found him.
I
Damn,
will
if
ask
that-
an assistant of his.
If that charm worked, oh my god.
I know, that would have been great.
It's got a fucking like back holder too.
He did not take everything.
Yeah, let's.
yeah.
It's
You
something.
find
Well, I mean, how far did he get away?
can any
He's
of
in a
you
hole.
can any of you fit into a hole that is 1 inch in diameter?
Doreen, if she has a wild shape left.
Yeah?
But then she would be alone. I don't think it's. If I run over to the hole and look into it, can I see it? The rat?
I mean, no.
Okay.
It moved about 80 feet away.
Oh, 80 feet? Yeah, no.
Jesus, so fast.
Fast rat?
High movement speed.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, then I don't see
Oh,
anything.
sorry. Move 40 feet away. You could see it.
40?
I will tell you, you do not have enough damage to kill it
Okay,
one
well,
turn.
If this is a form,
in
it
one
could
turn.
pop it out.
Oh, yeah, I guess.
It
So
would
we'll
that
go...
would be so awful though. Holy
Carlson?
shit.
You don't have
Ah.
anything that could do that, Nyx. You have a bolt. That's bigger than the hole. So...
That's bigger than the whole. No, hold on. What I was gonna do is, if I can get. Do I have to see it? I was gonna use my blood maledict.
What does it do?
It poisons them. After they have to make a hold on. Let me hear. As a bonus action, you can manipulate the vitality of your creature within 60 feet to corrupt their blood. They have to make a saving throw against the poisoned condition. What's my DC though? Hold on.
What does it do if they're poisoned? Are they just poisoned?
They have the
I-
poison condition.
Okay. Yeah. He fails and is poisoned.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Poison doesn't stop him.
He has disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks.
Yeah.
Ability checks.
Thorin doesn't have anything.
Nope.
Here.
Looking down the hole, I'm going to quickly raise a hand and send 3 little magical red
Oh shit.
missiles into the hole after the rats.
Okay. Roll your damage.
Oh. Oh.
Okay. They all impact the rat tail, and it hisses and squeals.
Damn, didn't kill? Didn't like pop it out of the form?
You assume if this was a normal rat, it would have been dead about 5 times over.
Okay.
I-
Something
I-
very special
I
about
don't
this.
think this is a form, quote unquote. I don't think this is a spell. I'm just
Mhm.
gonna say that.
This is not a spell. You still have detect magic up.
Okay.
A Thrain.
I am a badger.
Yep. Hits turn, and then he moves 80 more feet away.
Okay. Mirith sighs as it
Tried, boys.
gets away. I couldn't stop him. She turns back to everyone else, looking kind of
Right.
sad. Well, let's look through the room. Maybe there's something here.
You look underneath the desk, and there's another tank of this purple liquid.
Gosh.
And inside the bottom drawer that he didn't get to, you see one note that says, "Keep it up, K.A."
Okay, so
and
this wasn't
various
K.A.
instructions of how to, and there's an instruction of how to apply the tubes to the various veins of rats and spiders. Nothing about making cranium rats, though.
So, okay, the cranium rats may just be chill, they just fucking feed them. Alright.
Fair.
The cranium rats might just exist.
Different
Or-
kind of experiment.
Yeah, probably. Probably
Not
not
from
that.
not from our big old friend KA.
Probably from KA, but not using.
And there is a specific like a vial of the purple stuff, and being a rat, this man kept various like gold or silver silverwares and other knickknacks that will come to about 50 gold pieces.
Okay.
All right.
Fucking
Alright.
fuck.
Well, I think now
Hmm.
is the time for us to get what we can.
Get what we can, get what we came for before these sewers fucking collapse, cause it's gonna fucking know someone's after them.
I don't think they'll collapse because that'll literally destroy the city.
Oh, you
Can
think that's
I-
above this, man?
I don't think he can.
This weird rat man.
No,
Yeah.
I mean,
Okay.
Next, why are you assuming the worst?
If
He's
there's
not gonna
nothing else in here to
collapse.
find.
No.
just-
That,
Okay.
This is
that
evidence
was
of
the big
everything.
loot was the knickknacks and stuff.
Okay. Let's go.
You assume like 4 rats isn't the only giant rats.
Yes,
Yeah,
there's
yeah,
probably.
yeah.
yeah,
Exactly.
there's probably several.
By the way, I'm out of spells, so
Hey.
Hey,
I had a gambit on the last one trying to get him, but
nah, it's alright.
I respect it.
Technically,
yeah,
technically we
tried.
can.
What?
I was just gonna say, technically we can say that we have so far killed 5 giant rats. Or at least that 5 giant rats are now dead.
because the giant killed another one.
Mhm.
Yes, I guess let's go try to see what else we can find down here.
Yeah,
I might not be super useful, so
I just don't know how long these sewers are gonna last. Just because it's evidence of everything this man's done. Why wouldn't you want to destroy it?
you think he has bombs everywhere?
As you guys are talking,
What?
you hear a very frantic, higher pitched male voice shout, "Help! Help! Is there anyone that can help?"
I will run over.
As you run out, you see a ragged looking gnome, sort of like scruffy, like growing facial hair. Looks to be maybe 18 or something like that. Being followed by a much smaller gnome, but looks older than the younger one. But not by a ton, so maybe in his 20s or something. They say, he runs up to Unix and grabs you by your armor and just shakes you and says, "Can you help us? They got our sister!" And that's where we're
What
gonna
the
end the
fuck?
session.
Get your hands.
Ah, fuck.
Where?
We didn't find out what the rings do.
Damn it!
We'll figure out.
I'm very
Next
excited for those.
Torrance just asked where.
I am so excited for those rings.
So thank you everyone for tuning in. Unfortunately, due to life situations, we will be taking a week hiatus.
Damn.
But then we'll be back after that. So a bit of a cliffhanger for a couple weeks. But in the meantime, let the good times roll. See you later.
Hey.